another video today, man. We gotta get on in here and get down. Let's get down. Woo! How y'all doing today, bro? It is your boy Fang Satonaka coming at you for episode 18 of Fang Plays The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak. Our current mission is to go to the city of Basel, and I cannot fucking wait to visit the Institute of Science. We already know we're gonna run into our girl Renee there, so I cannot wait to find out what's gonna happen. So let's not waste any time fucking around this intro. Let's go ahead and bring everybody into the room, whoever it is, and tell them all to get ready to get super chill. See what's gonna happen next in the goddamn story, baby. I love it, I love it. Now guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the Fang Holocore mod in the last episode. So it is not an official mod. I do gotta put some work behind that shit. So if y'all like the mod, let me know, because I'm gonna try to do that mod again in this episode and we'll see how it looks. If y'all like it, I'll keep on doing it for the remainder of the episodes for this playthrough. If not, I won't do it. So let me know how y'all feel about it, alright? Probably not every fight, but just about most of the boss fights I'm gonna try to do it for. Because the random encounters, that'd be too much. Alright, should I call it a night? Yes, man. We gotta go get some sleep, man. Come to think of it, I know Agnes is gonna go by train, but I should probably get what the print sent me fitted sooner rather than later. First time doing any major mods to my baby in a while. Might as well have some fun with it. Hey, get this mouse out of here, bruh. What the? That was another close one, but it looks like I've made it in time for curfew. I'll have to try and get back to my room without running into the dorm mother. I think Van's proven a bad influence on me. I need to keep living my own life and making my own decisions, not letting others make them for me. If I do...
I trust you've made up your mind.
Yes. I imagine Van will be contacting you with our answer soon.
Excellent. Where you'll be going for your educational visitation is also decided then?
Nothing gets past you, does it? Just how much does Dad know? Not just in general, but about the Blacklight District too.
Reports are regularly given to him on pertinent developments, and I have every reason to believe he reads them. As for the place you reference, I will refrain from commenting there.
Everything is being done with Dad's approval, isn't it? That place is meant to serve as somewhere the overly ripened juices from the fruit of our unprecedented prosperity can pool and gel. A place where the malice and desires of a certain subset of the population can be isolated and effectively controlled.
You truly are sharp, and from more than the influence of your new job. There is no resisting blood, I see. Perhaps you might even consider following the path of the McDowell family's young scion.
Excuse me. Good night.
Yes. My goodness. Do you realize how close you are to breaking curfew? I'm so sorry for being late.
Perhaps I pushed her a little far. It's a bad habit I have when it comes to Elaine, too. Even if I'd still like to believe I'm better than he is. We won't be able to count on the guild this time. I'll need another play.
He really is a crafty one, but I suppose this is just a message from Adios, telling me to see what's going on for myself. I'll also have to take charge of the younger students. This is going to be busier than a simple tea party.
We got a lot of people getting involved here this time around. I'm ready. Perhaps we arrived a little early. Odette and Albert are coming from the 10th district, so they should be here before long. I'm really sorry I've asked so much of you. Don't worry though, even though I'll be away from the group, I promise I won't let it affect my work. I never had any doubt. In fact, I've already told the...
Yes!
Oh,
Well, you're early. All ready to head out?
almost. The others should be... more space for more people. Oh, you finished working on the car? Yeah, a mechanic over in Riverside had to lend a hand, but we got it ready in time. If I squint hard enough, I can almost fool myself into thinking it's the limo. The maximum capacity has been improved from 5 to 8 passengers, and it sports its own onboard computer. We can even fit Agnes and her friends now. I suppose you could. You've been up to something interesting, haven't you? Not half as interesting as any trip you're in charge of. On the other hand, it's real reassuring to know you'll be around in Basel, just in case. I can say the same of you. Why do you seem to know each other so well? We have a little history together, you see? Oh my. Ding ding! Another challenger enters the ring. We're talking about 5 years ago here. Stop being such a damn tease. Oh dear, how cold of you. I'm not going to get a real answer to this, am I? Regardless, what are you all doing here? Oh, right. Hey, Rosette. This is for you, Miss Claudette. There are sandwiches for breakfast as well as some coffee. Victor and Paulette asked us to give it to you. They made more than enough for your friends to have some too. How thoughtful of them. I concur, and it smells wonderful too. Knowing the chef, it's sure to be great. What's going on here? Had to get in a heartfelt goodbye before you left. Don't make too much of a show of it, you two. No way! She really does have a boyfriend at her job. No, she does not. Please, everyone, this is a misunderstanding. Well, go ahead and get out of your hair now.
We'll see you again in Basel, Agnes. Race you there.
Right! Travel safely, everyone.
Careful, Agnes. Have fun with your friends. So we're going to bust
The
their ass.
long-distance passenger train to Basel, Provence de Auge, will soon be departing.
Announcer, guys! Come on!
Passengers en route to Altair or Crossbell will be transferring at Marthe.
Marthe. The voice! I love her accent. Her accent is so good. Oh, I just can't wait. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that the Republic's high-tech engineering city? That's right. According to the travel guide, it even has something called an aerotrain. So, if I may ask, Agnes, what exactly were you and that man talking about? Come on, the train is departing, so let's get a move on.
She noticed me. No doubt about it.
Who's this?
Former enforcer of the Society and the adopted daughter of the Liberalian Royal Army's commander. Her presence in the Republic clearly isn't a coincidence. Neither the division chief nor Kincaid have any idea what the current administration is up to. Regardless, I will fulfill my duty and see that his ideals are not in vain.
I think I recognize her face, I just don't know her name. Didn't she come in Treasure Coast Steel 4 as a part of the Republican? I forgot what her affiliation is, guys. I know her face though, so she's definitely another cameo. Alright, let's get to Basel. Damn, this back seat is alive. 8 might be a tight fit, but I can spend a night here for sure. I swear to Adios, if you get dirt on that seat, take off your damn shoes or something. It's a shame Yes couldn't come with us. It's not the same without her. Don't worry, I'm sure she'll have a chance to try out the upgraded back seat soon enough. Even though there is less space for cargo, the computer still fits snugly. Yeah, it kinda scares me how that Crown Prince knew how to pick such a perfect gift. Word to the wise, don't ever get in debt to people like that. He says while having the time of his life installing that very same gift. It is weird though, it feels like he's using both us and the guild depending on what he wants to do. Unrelated, but what's Basel like? I've never been, not even for an operation. Couldn't say I'm the biggest expert myself, but I have been there a few times for jobs. Located down in southwest Calvary on the walls of Osh Canyon, it's a haven of learning and industry. The Institute of Science and the Artisanal District have been around since the Middle Ages. Indeed, alongside those two areas, a new town, which houses Bernay at its center, it sprung up when one of Professor Epstein's 3 disciples brought in advanced technology. Oh, I know, that was Professor Hamilton from the Central East, wasn't it? At the time, the anti-immigrant sentiment wasn't quite as strong. Professor Hamilton's proposal was quickly accepted by the Institute of Science and the Artisanal District. And so, for 45 years ago, the Institute of Science and the Artisans Guild came together to establish the Bernay Company. They then went on to further orbit technology in new, innovative ways. Right, like how Calvert and the Bernay Company were the first to develop orbit cars. That eventually led to the 4-bit car manufacturers being established and affiliated companies. And while Calvert pioneered orbit cars, the Empire was the first one to develop orbit trains, and Liberal the first to develop orbit airships. It's amazing the kinds of things a little research uncovers about the history of something so commonplace. All good to know too, I'll have to keep it all in mind for my report. And we're not even done because all that links to the development of films. Isn't this all a bit too simple of a topic? Don't be like that. Oh, to be a student again, when I was their age. Wait, I'm only 21. I'm not an old pile of bones yet. The war 2 years ago and the lead up to it was a big turning point in tech across the continent too. The major powers were locked in a heated arms race with each other. The Empire even ended up creating these giant robots. Those Panzer Soldat things, yeah? I've seen them in person before and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Wars accelerate the birth of new technology, and that new technology in turn spurs on yet more wars. Liber's airships are an excellent example of that, since they were first to develop a response to a war between it and the Empire. Anyway, it was pretty clear tech-wise that the Empire was ahead of the Republic during the war. Calvert's back on top now, though. Yeah, the reparations and desires to not be one-up by the Empire again more than fueled that fire. And that's what inspired our Zephyrs and the installation of the orbit network all across the country. Word is, our military weaponry's got a massive overhaul in store soon, too. And the one aggressively advancing all that is our hot-ass president, Roy Grandhart! It's funny hearing you say it out loud, but yeah, he is pretty hot for his age, huh? He's become a big name even in the Empire, for a variety of reasons, I'm sure. Well, that just goes to show how big a deal he is on an international scale. Yeah, for how difficult things were at the end of the war, he's done a pretty stellar job of steering our ship. It is true that the current government is handling things extremely well, but that's more because... Either way, large influxes of mirror and major changes on the world stage often manifest as distortions in society. I don't know whether that's facts got anything to do with what we're going to investigate.
But try to sniff around for signs of trouble while we're there, right?
Miss Perfect's things shown when we were talking about the place. We already know there's trouble going in.
We will be on the lookout for anything we can glean regarding the many major ongoing projects in the city, as well as ready to sniff out any significant groups and organizations that may be at work.
Right, together with Agnes, too.
I didn't even have to say anything, huh? Yeah, you're right on. I don't think anyone drives as good as you, Rosette. You know just how to make those little subtle moves that work with the flow of traffic. Yeah, I never seen anyone drive so straight. Why, thank you very much. Of course you've got an international license. What did I expect? I know I'm a perfect 5 on the driving scale, but I don't mind leaving the work to a solid 3 like you. Better you than the 2 over here. Yeah, she's pretty damn... Wait, am I the 2? That's right, Chief. Better get your act together. Don't you worry, though. You ever really want to make her scream? I'm here. You rat bastard. Don't think you can satisfy my girl with how tough you handle. Mr. Way, Mr. Arkride, a child is present. I wonder what Agnes is up to. Of course she's reading. Your great-grandfather left that behind, yes. It must be very precious to you if you even brought it for our visitation. It is, yes. It's no exaggeration to say that I am who I am because of this, though recently it's given me an awful lot to think about. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't seem to me like you have any regrets about it, at least. You're right, I don't. Someone told me that I make the calls on what I want to do with my life. Maybe I haven't made all the right ones, but even still, my road has truly broadened, and I've got to know so many wonderful people. I've come to know the nation of my birth from angles I never thought possible, and thanks to that, I'm now beginning to see how I should face the man moving this country forward. Not even trying to hide it, are you? Wasn't it supposed to be a secret to everyone but these two? True, it was, but I don't know. I get the feeling it's fine if you know too. Ever since meeting you in April, you've been so kind to me. You're the one who connected me to Van, so... Oh, I see now. You pushed me to use the orbital net specifically so I found his office, didn't you? Bingo! If it matters, we hadn't seen each other since he first met for a request 5 years ago. He wasn't even aware that I had come to Calvard as a foreign exchange student. It doesn't matter, of course, but then why did you take his arm like that? To see your reaction. I can't believe you.
But really, I like hearing how you got to know him. He must have been so kind to you back then, huh?
How did you know?
Well, because you introduced me to him. You're always looking out for us, Ren. So I know you would never steer any of us in the direction of someone you didn't truly trust.
Well, okay, you got me there. He was very kind, yeah. The one who gave me the push to go from being Kitty to who I am today. He had just started out as a Spriggan, and he wasn't the most sensitive or competent. But he stayed with me, struggled with me, and showed me a path to the people I love most in this world.
Wow, I had no idea. I guess Van's always been Van. So after you met him, you were able to reunite with your loved ones?
That's right. And they're why I'm here now. They're the ones who encouraged me to study abroad. So it's thanks to them that I was able to meet all of you. And through some twist of fate, I accepted the position of student council president and am now heading up this little trip. You really never know where fate will take you.
Tell me about it.
Does he still obsess over sweets, by the way? I also remember him going on and on about cars.
Oh boy. If anything, he's an even bigger fiend about them than he was before. At least, according to someone who knows him much better than I do, he is.
Ah, the resident Daybreak. Seems like they have quite the sordid relationship. Just what exactly is going on between them? I know you've got to be curious.
Not at all. Though, I, might have a small idea.
Crap. It'd be weird if we woke up now. Plus, I want to hear more of what Ren has to say. Kinda seems like Agnes needs a little boost from us. So we better do what we can to be there for her.
I still refuse to acknowledge that guy and his operation as legitimate. But since we're going to the same place, I'm happy to keep an eye on her as her friend.
Alright, we made it, Basel.
Our next stop is Basel, Provence de Auge, the terminus of this express line. Please ensure you have all your belongings with you when disembarking the train.
Appreciate it, announcer lady.
Oh,
Finally.
Let's come on here and see this place.
We're getting close.
Nice.
That's the exit right there.
Taking it. Slapping with the music, man. Basel, the engineering city.
oh, Fan, just look at this.
I see it. A lot of
What's up with
technology.
this place? What a wild sight.
On the left is Newtown. Off to the right is the artisanal district.
Okay,
Yeah. And up top is the Basel Institute of Science.
I see it.
We're gonna be going around till we hit the parking lot in front of Vern HQ. Time for us to have a chat with the CEO.
Sounds good. I'm ready to see this city. Aerotrams. Amazing! I can't believe the city exists in the middle of a ravine. Vern HQ. I knew it was big, but seeing it up close is just ridiculous. Oh, and is that the Aerotram I spy with my little eye? Wow, those are markedly different from the trams in Helm Handar. Yo, this place is legit. Mad respect. This looks to be a showroom for cars. That sounds right up Van's alley. Alright everyone, let's get checked in at the hotel first. Once we drop off our bags, we can go pay the fine people of the Bernie Company a visit. Oh, slow down, man. Driving too fast. Almost hit that shit out of that. Back it on up. So that's why they call it a planned city. They developed the whole thing in big chunks. Whoa! The HQ is bigger than anything I've seen in the capital. Fitting for the Republic's largest private company. And I believe that hotel over there is where the students from Aramis are staying. Oh yeah, we're staying in different places. Of course, yo, Van, we're in the Arsenal district, right? Van? What's he looking at? Motor Pavilion? Right, should have figured he'd get sidetracked by big wheels, and he calls me a kid. Don't knock it till you tried it. Looks like a nice little place. I'll take you there later if you want. For now, though, let's get down to business. He's got a good eye. Small wonder that he's connected to the chief. At any rate, I need to focus on my work.
This place is quite nice. Very calm and tranquil.
I think plain's the word you're looking for. Would it kill them to glitz up the joint a little?
Not everything's gotta be like Longport, kid. Anyway, let's have a chat with the receptionist lady.
Alright, let's do it right here. Welcome to the Bernie Company. What brings you here today? We're Arkwright Solutions from the capital. We're here on an official request from Islam. Ah, good. And Mr. Towson has been expecting you. Take the elevator on your left to the meeting room. It's on the 20th floor. Appreciate it, reception lady.
Arkwright Solutions. So you're the investigators that Elsheim hired.
That's us in the flesh. Pretty much. They asked us to look into the various problems that have hit Basel.
Putting their noses where they don't belong. It's nothing. Let me get straight to the point. Any concern is unfounded. We have everything under control.
What? Do you now? If you could please explain. First, regarding the instability of the orbital net within the city, it was discovered that it was a simple matter of heavy traffic on the net. And just like with our orbital distribution network, the problem has been solved. Isn't that so?
Yes, generally speaking. The maximum delay of 8.3% is down to 0.35% as of this morning.
That does sound like a big drop, yeah. We still got that 35% hanging around though. Ideally, that should be 0, yeah? Smells to me like there's still some stuff to figure out there. And that ain't the only issue you're dealing with, is it? What about the swell of visitors buzzing around the city? Is that not obvious? Basel is the beating heart of Cowboy's industrial sector, home to my Verne group and nearly 100 partners and subsidiaries. That's thousands upon thousands of employees, contractors, managers, all acting out of their own accord. New hires from all over come in every day. So naturally, the city appears busy. An influx of visitors, particularly at this time of year, is nothing to fret over. Even bad faith visitors. Spies are all the rage these days, you know. I'm not sure what you've heard out there, but I've advised against perpetuating such unsustained claims. Your evidence, please. Though we've yet to investigate this issue, your dodging of the question implies you also lack the evidence to prove or deny the allegations. And that's what we're here for, Mr. Towson, to conduct the investigation on your behalf. So yeah, if we find anything, and I do mean anything, we'll let you know. Fine, do what you will. Squabbling further over this would be a waste of time. Solison, if you would. Receive D-rank identification card. Oh yeah, I heard about these. These are temporary issue security cards for visitors such as yourselves. The city implemented them last year. With these, you're free to use the Aerotram to travel to Newtown and the Art Industrial District. You can't take the upper level Aerotram to the Institute of Science, however. Huh? Why not? Wait, hold up. Appreciate it. We'll go and get to work then. Wait, given our opponent position, we have to make sure the principality saves face. I personally don't think this warrants an investigation by the likes of you, but we nevertheless prepared a point of contact for you.
My name is Catrus Elysian. I'm an assistant at the Institute of Science.
What was the name again? Quattry? Quattry? You said your name so fast, but you gotta say it slower this time. Quattry. Quattry.
I have other business to attend to, so I can't always provide you with support. But should you have any questions, you're welcome to contact me.
Well, we appreciate that. Quattry.
Contact information exchanged.
Appreciate it, Mari.
Huh. That's an unusual hollow.
Don't worry about that. Actually, if you don't mind me asking.
Yes?
No, it's just, don't take this the wrong way, okay? I was just wondering what pronouns to use for you.
Huh?
Are you out of your mind? Quattro is very pretty, but he doesn't really have a female physique.
Of course I don't! I'm a guy!
Are you sure you're a guy? Look, seriously, I'm sorry. You're about 14 or so, give or take. At that age, I figured it was possible you could be either. You must have skipped more than a few grades if you're an assistant at the institute.
I suppose you could say that. I'm actually 15, by the way.
Oh, my apologies.
But I guess it's fine. Sometimes people do get the wrong idea from afar.
I wasn't sure at first with the way his coat covers him either. Yeah, but who makes the mistake as close as he is? Man, I sure as shit do not want to get old. Enough! If you're all done, then please get the hell out of my office! I'm a busy man! After this, Mr. Towson, sir, the students from Aramis Academy have arrived. Already? Well, let them through. Solison, I'll be counting you yet again. You're staying for 3 days, yes? Good luck clearing out the gutter, so to speak. Not even trying to be subtle. He's a real pain in the ass, but that makes it easier for us to move around at least. Worse for me. Now you're starting to get it. Oh, shut up. He said there were no problems, but he certainly didn't act like that was the case. Agreed. He might not have the answers, but he most certainly has cause for concern. Or at least, that is how it appeared to me. I don't believe it will be easy to get anything out of him. I don't believe any part of this is going to be easy. We'll have to tackle it from a few different angles. Which means... Oh! Aren't they? They were in front of Central Station this morning. So he really is Anya's boyfriend from a part-time gig. Lyle, I told you that's not true. Right, my bad. How's it going, good students? We're just here for work. Good luck with the whole school trip thing. You're paying on, yes? I know I'm in her corner. I still want no part in any of this. Welcome, students of Aramis. Right this way. These are your C-rank certification cards. They're primarily for outside trainees, so you will have access to the Institute and the Aerotram. Thank you very much. Wowie! So we can ride the Aerotram as much as we want, and we can visit the Institute of Science. This will help our reports big time. Then each group is free to do what they want. Well, meet back up at the hotel lobby around 6:30. Remember, you'll be punished if you're late. Yes, ma'am. You won't catch me being late. Hey now, don't threaten the first years. Anyway, let's make sure this visit is a fruitful one. Let's get moving, underclassmen. Then I'll leave you all to it. If you need anything at all, just contact me via the number I gave you. See you. Hold on a second, Quatre Salison. I've heard quite a few things about you, like how you're the professor's favorite student. Ren? Wait, then. You see, I'm a foreign exchange student from Liberal, so we just so happen to have met through a contact at CCF. We had quite the wonderful chat after she read all of my past papers. CCF. I met both Professor Russell and his daughter, so... Wait, papers? Don't tell me you're... Oh, never you mind that. To circle back to my original point, I have a request to ask of you. My friend here will be operating on her own, and could I ask you to take her to the Artsy District for me? Ren.
I see. So you're already getting a move on then.
Aw, and I was hoping we could hang out for a little bit too.
Sorry for deciding this on my own, you two.
Nah, it's fine. We've got 3 whole days, right? And you'll be back come nighttime anyway. We'll be counting on one heck of a report.
Just be careful, okay?
Of course.
Is this, perhaps related to... In any event, I don't mind. I just so happen to have business in the artisanal district, so it works out. I'll show you the way.
Agnes Claudel. I'm a first year at RMS Academy. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Well.
Mr. Aston? I'm not gonna lie, I can't tell you. I know it's supposed to be a guy, but it looks like a female. I don't know. Hard time. Oh, Fairy? Who's calling you, Fairy? Anya says she'll be here in about 15 minutes. That's surprisingly quick. I was about to suggest we get started. She was going to be much longer. Alright then, while we're waiting, it's Ingrid time. Right now? Yeah, I gotta order ahead of time so we can dig in as soon as Anya gets here, of course. I thought so. Real slick. Shall we order one along with some coffee then?
Then I'm counting on you to lead the way, Mr. Salesian.
Of course, happily. Once we catch the Aero Tram, we'll be at the Artisanal District in no time at all. By the way, you're older than me, aren't you? Mr. might be a little stiff. You can just call me Katra, if that's all right.
You don't mind? Then Katra it is. Oh, but I'm only older than you by a year, so I don't want you to be too stiff with me either. Why don't we talk like we're old friends?
Okay. I'll keep it casual then. I get the feeling you're always told to loosen up a little more.
That's right. My friends never let me hear the end of it, but I can't help the way I talk. I know I'm repeating myself, but it really is a pleasure, Katra.
Same to you. Now, should we get going?
Oh, we're playing as Agnes and this nigga? Okay. Set the game real fast. Alright. Just be careful, okay? Hurry up back if things get ugly. And keep that guy at arm's length. He's dragging you around way more than he has a right to. Who? Oh, don't worry about it. Catch you later. You have this knack for seeing things we can't. I bet you found plenty of good stuff out there. Cause it's all about it tonight, okay? Let's go look around the city. Hey, Ram, what you doing? Alright, Katre, I'll leave Agnes in your capable hands. You two be careful now. Who knows what kind of awful messes you might get yourselves into. Okay. Well, at any rate, let me show you to the Artisanal District. Oh, were you contacting someone just now, Ren? Mm-hmm, that friend of mine I mentioned earlier. I might be able to pull some strings and take you all on a little tour. But expectation is the gateway to disappointment, of course. Just carry on as normal and I'll keep you posted. Well, I suppose we will then. Thank you. I'll be back by curfew, so we can meet up back then.
You seem awfully popular at your school, Agnes.
Not this way.
Not this way. Damn.
I do? Oh, no. My classmates are just always looking out for me. That's all.
So, that brings us to an interesting question. How does the Bank of Edith invest in Basel going forward? The market shifted heavily toward state-sponsored development. Venture capital isn't as big a player anymore, but we still shouldn't put all our eggs in that one basket. Basket balance is key. With reparations drying up, the tides are soon to change. Now might be the time to future-proof our investment portfolio. We first here decided to take a little unguided tour of the city. We've been to Ruhr, which is where Reinfeldt's headquartered, and we thought that place was high-tech, but boy, Basel is just in a whole other league. It's got so much stuff going on. They have these huge facilities and experiments all within city limits. I hardly know where to look first. I want to take in as much of this place as I can. So, Chinan, why'd you pick Basel out of curiosity? Isn't Tharbad more of the entertainment hotspot? In practice, yes, but where all that film equipment come from, that's right, Basel. Plus, I mean, look at this place. You've got so many picturesque locations for a film shoot. It's not even funny. Ah, gotcha. My bad for asking. He has a point. The city is absolutely stunning. Maybe we should make a point of going here again. Been really busy lately, but I gotta stick to landing. Now's my chance to make a name for myself. I refuse to lose to the guys. I'm gonna smash that glass ceiling and make the board of directors. Just you watch.
It's so convenient nowadays.
Okay, all my errands are done, and I should get back home before Dad starts to worry about me. But man, why did Dick get so angry back there? Playing with RC cars is supposed to be fun, so what's his problem? Okay, hold on, that's the Aero Tram. So we're supposed to be going on, yes. Let's kind of look around.
Not this way.
You need to take the arrow tram to reach the Arsenal District. I know. Gotta look around, motherfucker. I knew this would be boring, but no, they had to just drag me here anyway. Freaking student council president. Just thinking about it get me pissed. I wonder what Ren said to him. Okay, everyone's here. Let's get this show on the road. Given who we have, the Motor Pavilion would be a good place to hit up first. I need to work together with Ren to make sure this trip is a success. Look at the Basel station and one of Calvary's biggest rail hubs. We also produce a cutting-edge operational management system here. Several companies are testing the waters with it. Plus, Ventos, the industry leader in locomotive production, and calls Basel its home. Working with them is a walk in the park. Not to toot our own horn, though. Enjoy your trip, folks. Appreciate it, sir. I will. I'm gonna do just that. I believe we've seen everything we can see right here. Let's go hit up the Aero Tram.
This tram is bound for the
You don't see Aero Trams much across the continent, do you? I call them a must of where Basel is located. Newtown, the Artisanal District, the Institute of Science. It travels along a loop and helps consistently deliver parts wherever needed. The Artisanal District's platform is on the right. Just tap your card against the ticket gate. Alright, let me give it a try.
This tram is bound
Tap
for
that card on, yes.
This tram is...
So I kind of see how this is going to work, guys, because my group, we have Access D. We can access everywhere but the Institute of Science. Yes's group can access the Institute of Science, so she can investigate them back for us. But something's gonna happen, we're gonna have to go in there.
What a spectacular view! Though I get a little dizzy when I look down.
Look at that water there.
And wow, Newtown is already so far away!
Enjoying yourself?
Yes! Tremendously! I bet Fairy would enjoy this too. I wonder if she's gotten the chance to ride yet.
She really is so cute. But how is someone like her connected to those others?
They got a brace of gear here too. Guest car workshop. Here we are. This is the Artisanal District. Now I just need to find the hotel they're staying at. Oh, there's Van's pickup truck. So he drives an Ingert. He's even customized the frame. Wait, that material was only just developed. How did he get his hands on it? I didn't realize you were an expert. You pick this kind of thing up if you work with Bernie long enough, I suppose. So, how do you get to know people like them? What do you mean? The Spriggan, whatever you call him, and that red-haired guy both seem really shady to me. Though the girl and the maid, I think, they look like good people at least. I'm just having a hard time picturing what kind of group it actually is if you're involved with them too. Well, I can't blame her for thinking that way about them. Van runs a problem-solving agency in short. I work there as part-time assistant for reasons I can't get into. And both work and my duties as a student happen to bring me here at the same time. Sounds like you got a lot on your plate. Are you sure it's okay to be working with them though? Bernie's CEO didn't seem very happy about them sniffing around. Our work is complicated, I'll admit, but we don't do anything illegal. Technically. His willingness to hire an upstanding young lady like you does reflect well on him. I'll give him that. Even if I don't think highly of his choice to involve someone like you in a business like this. People say that about him a lot. You have nothing to worry about though, really. He might skirt the rules here and there, but he's still a man I can genuinely respect. Well, if you say so. He feels like one of those guys who takes some getting used to. The way he treated me was just... I was just so close to forgetting too. Did something happen? No, nothing worth bringing up. Anyway, we should keep your friends waiting. Yes, we're over here. You came quick. Oh, wait a sec. Isn't that... Sorry for keeping you. Quattro was good enough to guide me here. Huh? Thanks for helping her out. We ordered an engram for the group. You want to join us? No, I'm fine. I'm not hungry right now. You're a loss. That taste is downright divine. I'll make it up to you some other time then. You don't owe me anything. It's not like I did anything special. I suggest you don't pull any funny business while you're in the city, though. No cause of trouble for the woman in your group either. Oh? I'll get going now, and yes, let me know if you need my help with anything. Oh, I will. Thank you. Man, it would have been nice if he gave me the chance to thank him somehow. Puberty's rough. He sure had a soft spot for you, though. Do you think? He just struck me as a very friendly sort in general. We got along right away. I hope I can be friends with him, too. I'm sure that won't be a problem one bit. I'll be happy to introduce you if you get the chance. How old are you? 5? There is nothing wrong with wanting to make friends. Yeah, I don't need to run on her parade. Here is your order, one of our fame and guidance. Now this is what I'm talking about. Come and have a seat, Agnes. I'll get to Koenigsegg right away. She always used to making guidance for me back in the day.
I finished, Catra. I'm quite confident in today's dessert. The more worried you are about something, the more important it is to take a break and relax. No need to push through.
I think I can trust Agnes, but I better keep a close eye on the rest of them. I don't want anything threatening a place so special to me. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to say hello to the supervisor and take care of my usual work while I'm here. It does look good. That's the stuff. You won't find a better marriage of flavors than these bitter walnuts with sweet caramel nougat, so mouth-wateringly rich. And you wouldn't believe how well it pairs with strong coffee. I swear I was born just to savor moments like these. No one wants to hear this every time, you know. Just eat the damn thing. He's describing it to a T, though. I can't get enough of that buttery flavor. If Van says it's good, then you know you're in for a treat. My nose is good for more than just sniffing out trouble, you know. I feel like you're joking, but I could buy a working for stuff like this easy. Indeed. Now, I think we rested for long enough. Perhaps we should get to work? Do you think we should prioritize investigating Verne? Nah, I think we should hold off on doing that. I can't imagine finding anything major this fast, even if we tried. I'm thinking we should start with wandering around Basel and taking care of 4 SPGs. That'll give us a decent idea of the situation here. The same pattern as usual then, but how can you be so sure that word of our work has spread to here? Good question. Verner's boss sure didn't seem like he wanted to help us any more than he had to. Oh, I don't think we gotta worry about that. Not to my headache of a friend slapped this job on us. Right. That man from the CID, he did seem like a highly capable person, though last to be expected of the chief's analyst. You and he go back quite some time, I believe. Unfortunately, yeah. I doubt he's here in person, though. More than likely he sent someone in his place. Between this and that other project he teased, I'm sure there's a ton of skimming going on in that head of his. Guess we should go find out what kind of 4 SPGs we got waiting for us then. So, when do you need to be back at the hotel? And what are you going to do about your uniform? Rene said to be back by 6:30 p.m. I brought some clothes besides my uniform. Don't worry. Let me go and get changed. I'll take you to your room then. We will handle paying the bill in the meantime. Fairy took Ines to the girls' room so that she could get changed. After she was done, they reunited with the rest of the group and began the first day of work in Basel. Thanks for stopping by earlier. I hope you enjoyed that in Gaiden. I really put my all into making it. My brother works the register and handles the in-guests, so I got to focus on the food. I'm really glad it worked out like that. I can't stand that clerical stuff, but cooking? That's what I like.
Well,
Don't take too long to decide now.
Oh, give me that soul chef suit, lady. And grilled stone stew.
Come back soon.
You know I will. My sister told me that she'll hold down the bar and I can do all that other stuff in exchange. Honestly though, I feel like I'm doing the lion's share of the work. She does everything on me. And now I have to manage this delivery system she just cooked up on a whim last month.
Do you know what you want?
No. Thank you though. Alright, I picked up all the lunch orders, now to deliver them. A lot of the artisans have this habit of getting so caught up at work that they forget to eat. So the inn decided to start this delivery service last month. That way they don't accidentally go hungry. It was just the right time for me, actually. I was trying to find a job, and then the inn came a-knocking. It worked out perfectly for your boy. And that's a lot of stuff. Crowtray's been awfully busy these days, hasn't he? I do hope he's keeping well. I know the professor isn't around anymore, but Giscard and plenty of others are still around to help him out. But you're still feeling uneasy about things, regardless.
Now, what's it say?
Alright, we got a 4 SPG, guys. There's a professor I'll look up to as a mentor of sorts, but I just can't do this anymore, and I'm trying to gather evidence to prove he's been abusing his power over others, and so I want to get verbal testimony. I don't want this to blow up, so I haven't spoken with the guild or the cops. I'd like to request a careful investigation from you guys. Anonymous. Huh? This was real serious sounding. Yeah, and I understand why they don't want to go to the guild or the police about it. I really hope we can help them while we're here. We might learn more about what's going on in the Institute while we're working on it too. That'd be 2 birds with 1 stone. Makes sense. Sounds honest to me, but what's your take? Ferry brought up a good point. We can get some info on the Institute while we work this case. Pretty vague though. They didn't give the name or the professor they're accusing. Really going out of their way to make our job difficult. Naming names in this case may result in the professor or other parties threatening the whistleblower. I believe our client prefers to err on the side of caution. Yeah, that tracks. Fair enough. Rosette, can you handle recording our combos? Certainly. We gotta be careful who we talk to about this, though. Client doesn't want word of this getting out. Let's start with people unrelated to the Institute. That way we don't accidentally hit a nerve. That makes sense to me. I imagine there will be plenty of those here in the Artificial District. Let's get started.
Commencing mission.
Yeah, that was fast.
Operated by the city of Basel.
Whew, those errands took a lot longer than I thought they would. I think I'll rest up a bit before I go see Dad. He works at a shop floor here in the Artisanal District. I'll say I've earned the break.
Well, this tram is bound for Newfield.
Alright, we'll come back to that little platform. Ooh, technology, hon. We have to handle all kinds of gizmos and doodads these days. I can't tell you what half of these things even do, but we make sure to treat them with all care all the same. Usually we aim to deliver them by hand, and when you put them in the truck, they slide, they bang around, and that's not good for business. Well, if it is a van, I'm surprised to see you taking a business trip this time of year. Yeah, client came in with the big job, and so we're out here taking care of that. Looks like you're moving on up in the world too. Last I saw, you were a part-timer still in school, and now you're the receptionist? Yep, they hired me here fresh out of college. He another acquaintance of yours? You got friends in all sorts of places. Oh, we're just in the same field. We worked together in a job a while back. Zen was actually telling me about you the other day. He said that we should be fine contracting you for help we needed to. I heard the same from a friend of mine outside the guild. If something serious goes down, there's no shame in us working together. Oh, who? Rene or Kilika, I'm guessing. I swear, I can't walk 5 hours without people dragging me into their business. I ain't a bracer, you know. Oh, speaking of which, you're Alvis Regina. Speak of the devils. These 2 bracers work in Edith, correct? Hey there, I didn't think I ran into you guys here. Oh man, don't tell me y'all got shipped out here on behalf of the same guy. Obviously not. I have no idea why you're even here, but we're here on official orders from the guild, not an individual client. And wherever you guys go, trouble seems to follow you guys. I think it's making me superstitious, not gonna lie. Hopefully that's not the case here. Man, I don't enjoy it any more than you do. Stop framing me like I'm the one at fault. I'm just doing my job and putting food on the table. Surely a C-rank Bracer's got better things to worry about than some sprigging, so stop letting me live rent-free in your head, yeah? Smart ass, I swear this is why I can't stand you. You're always just... forget it. Just don't get up in our business, got it? I know he's a bit abrasive with you, but I do think he respects your abilities. If you come across anything, just let us know. You're doing work for the guild anyway, so you might as well share intel. Appreciate it, Regina. Funny way for him to show respect, but, well, you do you, Bracer boy. I'm not too worried about him. If we need the guild to lend a hand, we'll ask for it. For now, we got our own business to focus on. First the fire at the plant, and then the car was having trouble. I'm beat, and it's only the afternoon. I really can't do all this on my own, you know. Thank the goddess that Regina and the others are here to help. Maybe we can finally clear out that backlog I built up. So you don't do your job then, that's what it sounds like.
Ready and follow the instructions.
It's like goddamn amazing here, guys. Like, I really gotta look at the map to make sure I don't get lost.
The goddess of the sky is always...
Well, what a pleasant surprise! It's not often we get travelers from afar in our humble little church. We tend to only see locals here, artisans, students, researchers, and the like. We see some rather famous faces here, even. Big or small, we welcome everyone all the same. To worry is human, and those anxiousness or discouragement may turn to open doors. Oh, hello there. My name is Sister Paula, and I'm new to Basel in this church. Admittedly, it's quite daunting. I grew up in the country. These fancy machines and technology are so far beyond me. I can hardly wrap my head around what the artisans and students discuss with me. Still, I'll do my best. I'm still knowledgeable about matters of the heart. If anything has you nervous, I'll help however I can now. Now, where is this shadow that's supposed to be below me?
I don't think I've seen you before.
I swear this place is like a freaking maze.
Huh? The heck's that noise?
It's coming from here.
Just car workshop. It must be coming from inside here.
Should we take a look?
This is a mechanic shop, right? Let's take a peek inside.
Oh! Get a load of that. Guest car workshop.
Come on, we ain't got all day. Get that work done.
Yes, sir. Are those from one of the Empire's Panzer Soldats? No, they seem a little different. Yeah, I read about these things gotten out in certain circles, but most people still don't know about them yet. Guessing you do, though. Your company is involved in their development, right? Yes, though not that much. We only have been assisting in trials. Who are you guys? I haven't seen you around here before. This is a restricted area, you know? I totally get why you want to gawk at these beauties, but they're technically not public knowledge yet. Go ahead and move along now.
Wonder if they're the guys.
I didn't know machines like that were being made here in Calvar too. Sure are. I've heard the concept behind the design is different from the Soldats over in Erebonia, though. They're going to be revealed to the public along with their names sometime soon. Huh. Sure feels like we saw something we weren't supposed to, even if it was just the legs. I imagine that while they were being kept a secret from the public, most major groups and organizations have already been told about them already. That includes those abroad and our international allies, maybe even the Empire. I believe you're correct in your assumptions. I think that's true for all the weaponry that's going to be rolled out soon too, not just our sold-out lookalikes. Either way, this looks like the biggest workshop in the artisanal district. We'll have to come back another time if we get a chance. Alright, nothing that way then. Word on the street is Giscard led another big project. Oh, Giscard heads up the Artists Guild as a fellow member. I'm proud to have him as our ambassador. I'm happy to be where I am, but Giscard didn't get where he is by settling. I gotta keep moving up in the world just like him. I specialize in pressure equipment, and that's a big niche nowadays. Only gonna get bigger, my gut says. He mentioned that he's a member of the Artisans Guild, and he might have some dealings with the Institute himself. Yeah, I guess it'd be easier to get info out of him than somebody higher up the food chain.
Can we talk?
Yeah, let's ask you something, man. Doesn't ring a bell, sorry. My son is studying at the Institute, and he's never told me about anything like that. That doesn't prove it one way or the other, though, of course. I just haven't heard about it. Did he tell you about any other stuff? Anything helps. Well, sometimes I do hear about people in the same lab putting heads over funding. I heard these grumblings about two professors going at it. Even seems like a pretty stressful place. With all that greed and infighting over projects, it sounds like it's got everybody at each other's throats. That makes sense, yeah. That might be what started the harassment. Do you know which professor specifically? I really can't remember, sorry. I feel like there was at least one Professor Hamilton's students involved, but that's all I got. I see. I wonder if this professor was jealous of something else, or if someone envied them instead. Well, thanks for the info all the same. Alright, we need to go back up top then. I'm really not liking how confusing this map is. We just gotta go like up, top, and then mid.
Now then.
Boy, you getting lost around here, guys. Whew, it's not easy working in product, let me tell you. Mediating between factories and artisans is stressful work. Now the artisans are saying they want to delay everything so they can do just these tiny tweaks to product before it goes online. I don't get it. Why do they care so much about that extra 1%? It's good enough as is. This guy works in product procurement, huh? Don't think he's working for the Institute, but he might know a thing or two about him. Wouldn't hurt to ask. Can I ask something?
Let me ask you something.
A professor abusing their assistants? Huh. Well, I'm not sure why you're asking me specifically about it, to be honest. I just work in Brandon's procurement division. I don't attend the Institute or work with them directly at all. We know, and that's exactly the angle we want. Word travels, you know. I get that. I haven't really heard anything about it though, sorry. Brandon and the Institute are very closely linked though, and that does create conflicts of interest sometimes. I may not have heard about it, but it is believable. It's very possible the two sides will stress each other out. Could you tell us a bit more about how Vernon and the Institute work together? The Vernon Company awards grants to the Institute of Science to research and develop new products on their behalf. That allows the Vernon Company to curate their products with the research from the Institute experts. Oh wow, that's really neat. If I recall, Vernon can trace its roots back to the old Artisans Guild and to the Institute itself. I always figured they worked well together because of that. They did, past tense. They had good relations while their senior advisor was still there. Alas, she left Basel some time ago. Now Vernon and the Institute hardly collaborate at all. It's every project for itself. Maybe the asshat in charge scared her off. Thanks for the info, that helps a lot. Alright, so that professor leaving and mainly has caused them to not collaborate anymore then. You really got to work with Giscard as a part supplier? That's amazing. Oh man, I can't believe I get to be your student. Yup, sure did. They had me working on the joints. They needed parts precise down to the micro edge. Our factory's already famous for casting and lathing, but I'm still honored they picked us for the task over the other shops. I'll say that's so cool. Just I'm kind of bummed that I'm only hearing about it now. Hope I get to work on big projects like that someday. My big chance gonna come around. You know, that's a good goal, but I don't think you're ready for that just yet. You have this habit of ditching your work before it's polished. You gotta look where you're walking, you know. You look too far ahead and you'll trip over yourself. I wonder who lives here. Yes, really high up.
There they are. I'm so glad I finally found them.
Hello. Is there something you need from here? The owner of this house hasn't been home in a while, I'm afraid.
We were just walking around and happened to end up here, so you know who owns this place.
Yeah, you could say we're acquaintances. Well, Well, that might sound a little too cold, actually. I don't know if I could really call us family, but we are close. Just not as close as he is.
Girls' IQ points are all going into her face and tits. Total dits with a capital D. Aaron?
You know, you guys are all just adorable. Especially you tiny thing.
Watch out, Fairy.
Where are you from? Do you want me to show you around?
I'm not that tiny.
Silly me. I forgot I have somewhere else to be. You won't be able to meet this house's owner. But the boy looking after it in her absence should be back tonight. Goodbye now.
Why do I get the feeling that this is Katre's house? She was dressed like she was a researcher at the Institute or something. I wish we could have talked to her a bit more about that. I wanted to make her understand my size isn't all there is to me. I'm strong too. Late 20s, huge tits, kind of an airhead, freckles, glasses. Yeah, I hit it. Are you going to start behaving like an adult, Aaron, or am I going to have to force you to? I wonder if that could be... I think that's all there is to see in the artisanal district. We should check out Newtown next. Since we cannot use the Aerotram, we would have to either walk or drive there. Let's take a walk and help us get more acquainted with the city and its people. You gotta be kidding me. Walk is a pain in the ass. Well, I for one think a stroll would be lovely. Me too. Let's make our way to the bridge then. It's kind of weird that we're on official assignment and we only get, Class D assets, but the students get Class C? Makes no fucking sense. At all.
Don't think I've seen you before.
Now wait a minute, how'd I get down there? I'm on the... Oh, about to say, what the fuck? Even the locals barely use it. And that's because most either go by car or use the Aerotram. You rode the Aerotram, right? How was it? It had the best view, but it was a little scary too. I didn't think there would be a difference in ranks. Have you never used the Aerotram in the past, Van? Nah, I got to ride it when I came here a couple years ago. Just had a regular old ticket. From what I hear, security within the city is undergoing a massive overhaul. After the war, the government ordered a total reform. I don't find it surprised that they will want to be very careful with the experimental city that's very nearly a national secret. Okay, but tell me how that puts us at a lower rank than a bunch of kids here on a school trip. I was just thinking the same thing, Aaron! I don't think it's that they're high. I think it's more that we're low. Still, it's not a big deal as long as we can drive. By the way, I'm pretty sure we'll eventually bump into your classmates. You okay on that end? I'm fine. I've explained things to them for the most part. They might happen upon some info before us, so if we see them, let's make it a point to ask. Alright, so before we go this way, guys, let's go ahead and do that sub point.
Later launch.
Or is it not here anymore? Okay, so it was blue, and now it's not here anymore? Didn't I have a blue exclamation mark, or was it gone? Okay, that's weird. Yeah, there's a blue exclamation mark right here.
Authentication rank. This tram is bound for the
Joy.
Basel Institute of Science.
Alright, well now we gotta go back.
Off we go.
Why not stay here and relax?
Welcome, welcome. What can I get you? I go wherever my heart takes me and I bring my little shop along for the ride. Who knows what customers I'll see next. Not the most practical business model, but it's what makes me happy and my little niche has made me popular with the locals. A rummy cafe, hon. Bet it's popular with the eggheads at the Institute. A common watering hole such as this would be a good place to gather information. Can I ask you something, Willie?
Alrighty, can we talk?
Workplace harassment? Haven't heard anything about that, sorry. My clientele are a lot more mellow. The faculty I get are pretty kind, actually. They treat their students and understudies to meals sometimes. Huh? Who specifically? That might help us narrow things down. So, Professor Aurelian, Associate Professor Kane, and Professor Callaghan too, but he hasn't been around in a while. They're always looking pooped, like on death's door, seriously. But when I talk to them, they all come across as normal, upstanding people. Oh, so they're just covering for the man, is what you're saying. You be the judge of that. But I have noticed that some researchers from the specific lab have looked really down in the dumps as of late. Workplace harassment would explain that. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but that lab's professors might have something to do with it. Well, if anything comes to mind, please let us know. Well, I'm sure I'm just overthinking things, but thanks, I'll let you know. I feel like there's more of the story than that. Does he not want to snitch, or does he not believe it? I see. Thank you for sharing that with us. So I feel like Professor Callaghan is going to be the guy that we're looking for.
Arrow tram is just awesome.
Been really busy lately, but I gotta stick to lending. Now's my chance to make a name for myself. I refuse to lose to those guys. I'm gonna smash that glass ceiling and make the board of directors just you watch. Ah, she's an office worker in Newtown. Average Joes like her can have better info than Mr. I. Let's talk to her and see what we get. Can I ask you something?
Can we talk?
Harassment? Honestly, that wouldn't surprise me. I've heard some nasty things about some specific professors at the Institute. Really? I won't name names, but I've heard things or two from a friend of mine. She's a researcher at one of the labs there. And every night they're sleeping at the labs after unpaid overtime. One little mistake during the day and they get torn to shreds. They say it's considered normal there. You just work until you drop. My friend, she told me one night that she might have suicidal thoughts. I had to talk her out of it. That's horrible. Does the Institute not know about their working conditions? Oh, they do, but it's fair that the rules are loose there. The Institute's senior professors are like celebrities in their own right. Nobody can touch them. They control whether or not you have a career in this town. Bernie, my own company, everybody, they all go through the Institute's pipeline. Out of curiosity, who do you work for? This Orbit Goods supplier, they've got a license from Bernie to sell their goods. So it's like I can speak about it, because then there goes my career. Word travels fast. Yeah, that tracks. Bernie and the Institute might as well be Basel. Speak up, but you're never working in this town again. I can only hope he finds to right this injustice. I'll say that's about everyone we're talking to in Newtown. Yep, now when we plan our next move. You know there are still bits of Basel that could use a sweep. Let's double check back first. Okay.
Now, what's it say?
So we got a 4 SPG, guys. Spriggan, I've heard that you're a tester for Marduk. With that in mind, could you help test a brand new holocore that's been developed at the Institute of Science? I'll be waiting for you at the Bernay store. Athena. And we're right here. How convenient. They have just all sorts of stuff here. You can't tell it's only Bernay products by how much they have. Company stores or something else. I'm not buying any of the bigger stuff. That's all out of my budget. But just browsing is fun in its own right. My husband works at the workshop, so sometimes I browse shelves with stuff he tells me about from work. Welcome to Bernay Plaza. We're managed directly by the Bernay company, so we got stuff your other Bernay retailers might not. Our first-party management also lets us put in direct orders for you, among other special services. It's one of the many benefits that come with being right here in Bernay's backyard. It's proved a big hit with customers here. We're looking to expand this business model too. We want to open first-party Bernay stores all across the country for the best customer experience.
Hello there.
Alright, I did all my stuff already. You got something new? Nope.
See you again. Hello there. See you again.
Planner launched.
Alright, can you send some gifts from MRA? Hey, shithead, here's the cover for you.
What? You expecting thanks?
Nope. Alright, send this to old Dingo as a watch.
Thanks, Fang.
No problem, dude. Aaron? Teleport it. Wow, this is really cutting-edge stuff. I'm surprised they have this in stores. Yo, Athena, right? You have that request for us? We're with Arkwise Solutions. Oh, sorry, I just wasn't expecting that. I didn't think you'd take my request. So, yes, my name is Athena. I'm a researcher at the Institute of Science. I normally do orbital energy research. Right now, I'm working on new holocore designs. I finally started beta testing, so having people to help out is a big relief. So, thank you in advance for your help. Can do. You can stand and relax, though. I ain't gonna eat you or anything. Sorry, I'm just not good with people. It's why I'm really interested in communication technology. Being able to talk to people from my own room sounds really helpful. It's kind of why I wanted to come here. I wanna make the world a little less daunting for people like me. Huh? I can't tell if you're actually enthusiastic or just motivated by fear. You sound like my coworkers. So, do you need me to go over the details? Much obliged. Okay, right this way. The manager and I will take you through it. So these kind folks are helping you test it out? Nice to meet ya. Name's Radad, and I'm the manager of the Burnett store. Depending on how these tests go, you might see this holocore on our shelves soon. So I'll be keeping an eye on these field results myself. You wouldn't mind reporting your findings to me too, would ya? Not at all. Right, let's go ahead and dive in. So here's how I want the testers to go. This new holo is named Basel. I'd like you to equip her to your Z-Fuzz and take her into a few monster fights. Anything specific you need us to do once we get into a fight? I need you to do 5 moves or more while you're S-boosted. Once you're done, I'd like to hear how it felt to use. Sounds easy enough? 1 second, here. Okay, here you go. Basel's a cute name. I'm curious to see what kind of holo it is. A brand new holocore straight from the Institute? Oh man, I can't wait. So you got yourselves a volunteer. Well, she's a bit unique. You'll find out more after you equip her. Now we just gotta find some schmucks and ruin their day. But now that I think about it, where are the monsters around here? The road we drove in on was all cleaned out. If you're looking for monsters, I'll say the Osh Canyon to the south is your best bet. Once you're off the road and past the orbital lights, things get a bit dicey. But you guys look pretty seasoned, so you should be fine. It'll make for a nice little test bed. Well, fine by me. Let's head on down and give this new holocore a whirl. Alright, gotta equip it first, duh. Indeed, once we finish our preparations, let's make for the canyon. We should be able to access it from the road next to the Bernie HQ building. Alright, we'll equip that shit later. Wow, there's so many cars! I had heard about its capacity, but it's very impressive seeing it in person. Welcome to Automotive Heaven, the motor pavilion where all the big manufacturers stretch their step before they hit the market. Bernie is big here, naturally. They got a bunch of mates under their wing. Lino, Ingert, Red Star, and ETWs. That's your big 4. This is where they show off all their latest and greatest stuff. And for gearheads like me, it's both a peek at the new model year and a chance to yoink some of their ideas out of their own projects. Whenever I come to Basel, you bet I hit this place up every time. The most important place in the city, full stop. That's great, Grandpa. Now let's get you home. I see. I do hear that the 4 manufacturers compete with each other a lot, that they have their own specialties, but nonetheless push each other to innovate. Does that factor into the showroom too? Oh yeah, these guys are ruthless. They all specialize in different things, but when markets collide, you bet they're at each other's throats. And that's good for the customer. Lino and Ingrid especially, they both manufacture their cars here in Basel, so they're a headhunt and punch from each other like nobody's business. We get time to kill. I highly recommend stopping by here and shoot the shit with the salespeople. They might convert you. Adios, kill me or him. His passion for cars is already evident with this track. It's natural that he be drawn here. We might as well take a look now that we're already here. Yeah, I'm not about to talk to any of these people, guys. It's way too many. Fuck all of that. Wow, I'm gonna say that was it. Yeah, sorry, Van. That's one thing me and him don't have in common, guys. Is I don't give two fucks about cars. This building is Liberal, ZCF, and the S9 Foundation, yeah? The Foreign Tech Foundation established using your great-grandfather's cash, right? With how famous it is, even in the Republic, it's kind of funny that it's been dumped over in the corner like this. You're so rude, Aaron. It's fine. But before, all the big buildings were a part of the Foundation's branch here. Indeed, as a part of their downsizing in the Republic, they moved to this location. Its performance in other countries remains stable, but with tech going the way it is, it's only natural there'll be a different business. Right, with the Zipa. What was it before again? I think they're doing the rounds underground. Ramda, 5th gen co-developed by Verne and Efton. What the 6th gen would like sparked a hell of a lot of conversation both before and after the war. Then they went and pulled what even the Empire's Reinford company didn't dare to do. Cut the Foundation out of the equation. It caused some pushback across the continent at first, but now the technology is well on the road to being available to the public, and they'll do anything to keep themselves in their current favorable position. I would imagine they even use Marduk for practical testing, though perhaps it isn't my place to weigh in on the matter. You got that right, and the one pushing that as a national policy is President Rocksmith. So ZCF was the one that developed airships, right? Yes, their facility located in Zeiss in the Liberal. You can find their products all across the Republic. Things like communications equipment or household goods.
Being a friendly nation, they do have a cooperative enough partnership with Verne, I suppose.
Oh, hello
Hiya,
there.
Van and friends. And look at you go, Agnes. Hard at work, I see.
You heard what you were doing earlier. You're researching with your coworkers as part of your visitation, yeah? I am. I hope you don't mind me going off on my own. Well, she's putting the work in. You guys have business here? We do. I have personal connections with ZCF and the Foundation, you see. So I thought this would be the perfect place to get a first-hand look at international technology exchange. What she said, as someone from the Empire, it's a topic I personally can't get enough of. And I heard they make memory cords for films and stuff. How can I not want to come? How nice. I'm sure there would be an endless amount of information to absorb there. Just leave this part to us. We'll be sure to write up a report for you. But you better nab us some sweet scoops in exchange.
What are students doing here? Oh, of course. The educational visitation.
We didn't mean to crowd up the path. Wait! I've seen him before. I think I recognize him too. I'm sure you do. He is rather famous. Greetings, Professor. My name is Ren Bright. I've heard all about you from a certain other professor.
Ah, I didn't realize you were studying abroad here. Cronkite, I believe this is our first time meeting in person. I found your papers fascinating, I must say. Welcome to Basel.
Huh? Papers? It's an honor to have my work read by such a brilliant mind. Might I trouble you for some time to chat in the near future?
I would welcome the chance, though I'll have to pass on speaking at length with your classmates. Now, I am a busy man, I'm afraid, so if you don't mind, I will bid you farewell.
What was that look for? Well, that stick couldn't be farther up his ass, but he's got the chops to back it up. Yeah, his background is Eastern, right? That was Professor Yang Cracknine, the young genius carrying the Republic's engineering community on his shoulders. He's been presenting groundbreaking tech across all kinds of fields since before the war 2 years ago. Oh, now that you mention it, I think I saw him in the Tyro Times. He's said to be a genius, the likes of which we haven't seen since Professor Hamilton. But how are you connected to someone like him? I believe the others are waiting, so how about we go? Don't be late for the meetup, Agnes. Otherwise, I have to give you a good spanking. I know. Have fun leading everyone. Hold on, Randon. Don't think you can get away with not answering. Well then, good luck with work. Shall we? Yes, let's give this our all. I say we've seen everything there is to see in Newtown. That said, looks like we have to go to the Institute for that request from the assistant. The one about the professor abusing his power, huh? That seems like something outsiders like us should get in the middle of. But I'm concerned since it was posted as a 4SPG. I wonder if we can find a way for all of us to get into the Institute. Like with the Aerotram, access requires rank C certification or higher. Be nice if we could have Islam put on the pressure and get our ranks raised, but that won't work here. Not enough time. So how about we go have a little talk? With who? Ah, the kiddo from earlier? He wasn't as bad about his CEO, but he still had his doubts about us. Well, if pushing doesn't work, we just gotta pull. So, that's been our go-between, Agnes. For what? Between you and Katra? You got it. You guys seem to hit it off. Guessing it's because we're so close in age. He'll be up for talking to you. Just make it seem like you've got problems and you can solve them. Oh, I don't think I need to go that far. I'm sure if I'm just honest and upright with him, he'll listen. But I am happy to help. Once things settle down, I'll give him a call on my Zifa. Ha, girl doesn't have a clue, huh? It is quite charming how unaware she is of her appeal. I don't really get what you're saying, but I know we can count on Yes to handle this.
Off we go.
Alright, let's go ahead and test this new holo, guys. So this is the path through Osh Canyon. It certainly fits the name. The terrain of the paved path appears to be quite complex. Watch your footing, guys, or you're going to be flying headfirst to the river. You could take this road to Laboro Kingdom, right? If you wanted, yes. It will take you several hours to get there even by vehicle. On the other side of the border is a fortress in the Zeiss region. Sounds like these would make it clear just how far from the capital we are. We've been jumping all over the country so much lately. Sheesh. We're just happy to have an excuse to drive around, and you know it. Hey, I'm a simple guy here, Aaron. Well, let's get that holocore test started, shall we? Our task is to equip Basel in that 5 times while S boosted. Right, let's go. Change your holocore by pressing Y on the ordinate menu. Okay, that's the wrong. Yeah, you gotta hit this. Okay, so let's have Fairy do it.
I'm Pakel. You always got me in your corner.
Ooh, why does the holo sound like that? Alright, Fairy, you're our leader. So you have to S boost and then do it.
Look out for ranged attack.
Ooh, Fairy!
You've got charge attack available.
Thank you, Basel.
How's about some of this?
Oh, you little fairy!
One skill coming right up. You're trapped. One skill coming right up.
A chance!
Activate skill! Alright, keep going, Fairy.
Are we going down below?
You can't.
Nope, we're sticking to the road for this assignment.
Got it.
Good call. If we went that way, we'd be a perfect target for a pincer attack.
She dodged, Fairy.
Wait, you thought it was a bad idea. Why'd you even ask?
This ends right here. One skill coming right up.
Okay, what's it weak to? Earth? You got that on you?
Initializing drive.
Like hell, you. That all you got? Make it count, Aaron.
So I do have a reason to guard.
Like that'll work.
Shot 1 kill.
That's what you get.
You're on fire, Aaron.
Multiple hostiles. Time to kick their ass.
There now.
Get to work. Next.
You've got charge attack available. Right there.
Thank you, Basel.
Right there. How's about some of this?
Hey, remember to ask this. Never mind. It was too weak.
Right there.
Alright, guys, got a treasure chest down there.
Hey,
Looks like a
that one
chest.
felt pretty
Open
good.
it.
Someone's fired up. Yeah, fairy dust?
Right there.
Aaron, so when did you start being nice to us? You're not calling her Pipsqueak anymore, or me old man? Send our names to combat now? What happened?
Looks like the gang's all here.
Aaron, you used to us now?
Right there, getting contact.
I kind of missed the old Aaron just a little bit.
Right there. Combat over. You've got a charge attack available. Right there.
Using it.
Oh, of course, level up. Right there. Right there. Close out
Stiff!
some of this.
Close in and kick some ass!
One skill, coming right up.
Sucker.
Got it. Let's keep going.
Look out for ranged attacks.
Stop behind it, Barry.
Right there. He's maxed out. There's so many of them.
Oh, you little fairy.
One skill coming right up. Power. You're finished. Take this. Rampage. One skill coming right up. Boost gauge enhanced.
Go time!
Shot, crew. Ooh, what is that?
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
That one's big.
Got it. Don't let it hug you.
Boost gauge maxed out.
Ooh, Barry, watch out, you gotta dodge.
What do you say we rough them up a little?
Right there. You lightning quick.
Alright.
One skill coming right up. Yes.
Okay, reach the fire and win.
Initializing drive.
Oh, you, Aaron.
There we go.
A chance!
Buy it, Barry.
Here's some extra. Have we done enough testing for the hollow core?
I think that was 5, yeah.
Yes, I believe so. We can report
I'm
back.
stronger than ever.
Barry's rapid burst has been upgraded to rapid eruption. Ooh.
To the
Barry.
client anytime.
Multiple hostiles. Time to kick their ass.
So many.
We'll be alright.
Right there.
Get to work!
Right there. You've got a charge attack available.
I know I just teleport. Sounds so fun.
We can win right now. So many of them. I'll round them up and scatter them.
Okay, rapid eruption. Let's see what it's like.
You're toast. Yes.
Too slow!
Then.
I got it.
It's over! Go time!
Activating the skill.
Have some more!
Alright, let's finish
Couldn't
exploring
take your
this
eyes off me, right?
canyon, and then we'll go back
That
and
wasn't
report
half
in.
bad, Aaron.
Boost gauge maxed out. Look out for ranged attack. Right there. I'm on it. You've got a charge attack available. How's about some of this? One skill coming right up. You're toast.
Perfect. That's 2 of them.
Careful. That was dangerous. Fire. Boost gauge maxed out. Right there.
Gosh, Barry.
Let's put it together and fight! Fire! You lightning quick! This'll hurt! One skill coming right up! One skill coming right up!
Go time!
Nice.
Myriad Flap! A chance!
Activating skill! That's how it's done.
Nice. Moving on up.
Ooh, heavily halter.
Well, what'd you
Aaron's moving
expect?
slash and upgrades to blazing slash.
That looks
Man,
like a
y'all
nice
was getting
chest.
good. Okay, so it's a dead end. Let's see if we can go the other way. If not, then I'm gonna say that's probably it. This area does seem like a good spot for us to train, too. A lot of experience going on right now.
Oops, my fault.
Probably shouldn't vision past this point.
The star has arrived.
Let's go ahead and head back.
Off we go.
Alright, where's she at? Hey, we're back. Now I'll finally be able to get started on the report. Kyoka, shut the fuck up! Just gotta wait for the test results. Yo, good time, man. We gave the new holocore a spin. Oh, good work, everyone. Would you mind sharing your feedback? Can do. Oh, can I have that holocore back first? Sure, here you go. Return the Basel holocore to Athena. Thank you. Let me go ahead and start uploading the combat data. Just a sec. Okay. Athena connected the holocore to her laptop. So, while it's uploading, how did it feel to use? Performance, bugs, anything at all? Well, I don't have much to say about its performance, being honest. It's more, I swear, that AI didn't know the difference between a fight and a playground. The hell's up with her? Aw, don't be so harsh, man. And she had this childlike whimsy to her. I found it pretty cute. It felt really weird that when I was using it, she was always talking in a funny voice. Does she heal people in combat? That's what it felt like to me, at least. A very unique core indeed. Should it hit the shelves, I imagine it'd be the talk of the town. I, for one, do not vibe with the idea of carrying a little girl around in my pocket, and I'm sure any self-respecting guy wouldn't either. But I don't know, our resident worder already has one of those. Maybe that's what he's into. Zip it, Aaron, and leave her out of this. Not gonna pick either of them. That's awfully rude. Van, you'll upset her if she hears that. Oh, right. Word through the grapevine is she's an interesting howler herself. Oh, you mean Mare? You're familiar with her? Oh yeah, the professor told me about her. According to him, she was actually an accident. And PMC wasn't even trying to make the pinnacle of all holocores, but somehow they just did. That's why I asked you guys, actually. I knew you had experience working with cores like her. Well, that explains the funny feeling I had, so it wasn't just a coincidence. Your professor must be pretty informed if he knows about Maribel. Indeed, her existence isn't technically confidential, but she hasn't been promoted or publicized either. I imagine word has reached the inner circles of the industry, the 3 disciples at least. Yep, that tracks. It was Professor Cronkite who told me. No wonder he knows. He's pretty much carrying the Republic's engineering sector on his back. I can't confirm he's the real deal. Not an engineer worth their salt who doesn't know about his work. Yeah, he's really leaps and bounds above me. He can be scary sometimes, but he really knows how his stuff. I learned a ton working under him. Being honest, it was actually him who came up with Basel's adaptive AI design. I owe him for that. Is that so? We saw him not long ago. Dude gets his pick of the litter and he goes off with a little girl. Right. No, not that. That's not it. The reason Basel is a girl is because she's meant to simulate how real humans grow and learn. So the more she learns, the more she matures. Right, that's the reason. Aaron, why don't you grow up too? Does it really learn just like a real person? That's so cool. She does, yeah, but according to Professor Cronkite, she doesn't even come close to Mara's inner potential. It's been bugging him lately, actually. He was all, some security company can make an advanced holocore, why can't we? He's been researching holocores in his spare time to try and figure it all out. Guy's driven, that's for sure. So getting back on topic, the core was fine. Being a child that hasn't learned much, yeah, her abilities are pretty basic stuff, but she was pretty easy to use. Really? Thank you. Only real snag I ran into was it being a bit janky deploying shards while I was boosting. It didn't really hamper me at all, but still. Compared to other holocores, Basel's deep learning algorithms may increase processing overload and delay combat functions. Optimization should be a priority to help mitigate that, though some latency is possibly unavoidable. Yeah, that does make sense. Can you just give me your feedback too? Ben's cohorts each offer their impersonations of Athena. Conventionally, the Hollow Core finished uploading its combat data to the laptop just as it was wrapping up. Thanks for waiting, guys. And now that I have the data, let me give you this back. Receive the Apostle Hollow Core permanently. Oh, we can keep her? I just wanted to thank you for helping test her. We'll be pushing updates so as we iron out the kinks, so she should get better with time. Thank you so much for your help. Now I need to get on back to the Institute and analyze this data. Sounds good. Take care.
All in a day's work. Mira deposit confirmed.
Alright, so how about we have Fairy?
Activating maintenance
awesome.
mode.
Still on her. Perfect. Alright, I believe we're done. Time to contact Katri. Maybe now would be a good time to call Katri and ask about our certification cards.
Yes, this is Elysian speaking. Ah, it's you, Agnes.
Oh good, I was worried I wouldn't be able to get through. It sounds like there's a little bit of interference with the connection though.
Right, I apologize for that. I happen to be in the middle of something at the moment. Could you wait for me at a place called Jiskar Workshop? It's in the artisanal district. I'll be there short.
Hello?
That's not good. Sir.
Hello? Hello? What just happened? It sounded like something collapsed, and I could have sworn I heard a faint roar after that. Sounds like trouble to me. We were just at Giskar's workshop a short while ago. Let's get on back there and see what the deal is. Sorry guys, we're back. Who are you? Oh, you're the group from earlier. I thought we told you this was a restricted area. Sorry, but Katri hasn't been past here, hasn't he? Wait, what? How do you know about...
I'll handle this. I'm the supervisor of this here workshop. Jiskar, I had a feeling when I saw you kids here earlier, but, are you the ones Katra's been showing around town?
He told you about us? That's right, we're from Artgrass Solutions over in the capital. I'll get right to the point. We have reason to believe he's in danger. We think he might be in a mine or something, like one, and if that rings any bells, can you take us there? What? Katra's in danger?
Come with me. I'll hear your story while we're on the move. You two, contact the guild just in case. Get on it.
So, there's a mine shaft in the city after all? Yes, you sister at the minor meadow called. The signal's not great down there, which explains all the noise on your call. So this is where Katri likely is. Most likely, I wager. He goes check all the lights and such for working every so often. He just went in earlier to do it again. It ain't all that big of a shaft though, and there aren't usually any monsters down there. Shit. I'm detecting multiple monsters farther inside. Just wondering where they come from. At the time, it couldn't have been worse. Arkride, was it? And the rest of you too? You all struck me as a tough bunch. I promise to reward you handsomely, so save him, please. I'll contact the guild or someone who can help in the meantime, though, so don't go crazy. Lucky for us, we've got him on our side, huh? Alright, folks, let's get moving. Right, we have to save Katri. Indeed, I heard the faint sound of gunfire moments ago. What, is he packing or something? Kinda dangerous for a kid like him, right? Either way, let's hurry. Alright, cause I got my party all fucked up. Ooh! That's what, baby! I see worms.
Get to work!
Yeah! Fuck that! First skill, ready to go.
You're stunned!
Activating skill. Alright, I forgot to save the game, guys. My bad. Here we go.
Nice. That went great.
Pretty hot shit, man.
First skill, ready to go. Appreciate it, Bear Bear.
Glad that worked out okay.
We're just on this end.
Take this! Gotcha!
Stronger than ever.
Nice job, Barry.
Want to clear him out?
We'll clear him out. Shoot our dodge. A lot of them. First skill, ready to go.
You're stunned!
Activating skill.
It's over!
Activating skill.
Activating skill.
Looks like some good loot.
Nice. That went great.
You kicked butt, man.
All the time, Barry.
These things know how to put up a good fight.
They'll definitely put you through your paces if you take them one-on-one.
First skill, ready to go. Good thing I spotted this one.
Arts attacks advised.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Begin engagement. Brace yourself. Show what you're really
Oh, shit!
This'll hurt.
Activating skill.
I'll dice you up!
That's too easy. Multiple hostiles. Time to kick their ass.
Gotcha! Gotcha!
Good chance to deploy shards.
Now's your chance for a shard boost. Activating skill.
Up to you, Reset!
Activating skill. You cannot run. Fire!
Multiple hostiles. Kick their ass. First skill, ready to go. Sorry, man, I can't dodge it.
Take this! Gotcha!
Way too fast. What the
That
hell?
went better than I anticipated.
What was that?
Always
Right
got
away.
it down, Reset.
Get to work!
There's that
Don't
guy.
forget about your charge attack.
They do help everyone as well.
I'm fine.
Gotcha!
Now, why is that other one just chilling?
Take this! Take this!
Want that old coin bullet? Activating skill.
Take this! It's go time! Have some of this!
I'm done.
Oh shit! Take your eyes off me, right?
You're on fire,
That sounded
Eric.
like live combat.
Yep.
We must hurry.
Found him. Katri? What's that silver thing?
Detecting small-scale seismic shift.
That thing from before?
Are you alright?
Unless you're all here.
Damn, what did you just do to neutralize the tremors? He paired the stun caliber and the hollow style together most magnificently. The timing just happened to work out. It ain't gonna be happening again. Set species of the abyss worm, watch out for the chain counterattacks. Use solo skills or ours to take them down. Are you good to go?
Yes. I can still fight. Theo, be sure to work with them.
Understood. Initiating interception protocol.
I'll take you on.
Alright, Katya, let's go.
I won't lose.
See what you can do, kid.
Activating skill.
Optical cannon.
My move now.
Alright.
Activating skill.
Here goes. This'll hurt.
Activating skill.
It's over.
Activating skill.
Hit him fast, Fairy.
Alright, what up, Parada?
This'll hurt! Yustiana Habasna! Reset! Accessing. Initialize.
A lot of enemies.
Like hell you are.
My apologies.
You'll pay for that.
Yeah, I can't boost yet.
Activating skill.
I'll dice you up.
Give them your all!
Activating skill.
Here goes.
Activating skill.
Give them your
Time
all!
for the main event. Vandalize! Rain!
Oh shit!
Activating skill. Full burst.
Now you're ready to go, boss! Alright, Zach.
Don't mind me. Activating skill. Activating skill. Miss Alfayed.
Okay, yeah, this dude's about to fucking die. So we're gonna need
Make it count.
Initiating try.
I owe you one.
Dear thanks.
Here goes.
Activating skill.
You're down on me now.
Activating skill.
Aerial Buster!
Activating skill.
Stop right there.
Appreciate it.
Here's our chance.
Alright, Katya, let's go.
Winning. He just happens to have it.
Energy output at full throttle. Flames protect us.
There.
I need help. I won't hold back.
Now's your chance, Rosette.
How about you use the item on him?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Please follow my lead. Initiating drive. Flames. Give them your all.
Activating skill.
Again?
Got it. There.
I need help.
They flinched.
Here I go.
Now's your chance, Rosette.
Don't mind. Activating skill. Dispatching shield.
Thanks.
Do your worst. One skill coming right up. You're touched. One skill coming right up. Reset. Activating skill. It's over. Radiant Thinker. Boost gauge limiter removed.
That's how it goes.
Yeah! Level up! Final set. Was that all of them? I believe that to be the case, yes. Are you hurt at all, Katre? I'm fine. I didn't realize you would all come. Sorry for causing you so much trouble. Ha, trouble is right. At least you weren't dumb enough to come here unarmed. An orbital pulse gun, huh? And you know your way around combat from what I saw. Same with this floating thing, too. Floating thing? Wow, it's adorable. You think? This little guy's named Theo. Much as I love to hear more, you mind if we should talk about what happened? I heard there aren't supposed to be monsters in here. You were checking the lights, right? Well, that's weird. Were they damaged? No, they were just swapped out the other day. Plus, it's not just that one that's gone bad. It's happened to all of them along the tunnel. You're right. These are self-sufficient lights, so they aren't on the orbital distribution network. Exactly, which means this kind of behavior should be impossible. So why? Get back here! There's more of them. This isn't good. Everyone prepare for combat. Ben!
Zeros!
Now, Albus!
Does anyone here need medical attention?
Did you come all the way from the capital? Ha, not some work interest there, junior senior bracer.
Well, you seem fine.
Thanks for rushing over here, Zeros.
Whoa! It's a black wolf! It's starting to feel like just about anything could pop up around here. I see. So that's what is being tested here.
Are all of you okay?
Supervisor.
I guess I rest up this little adventure then.
I'm okay now. You can let go.
Sorry about that. You should have just waited for us to arrive instead of going ahead on your own. Though I suppose I commend you for rescuing him at least. You did a bang up job down there yourself. You got no chill every time we bump into you, but you pulled your weight back in Cradle too. I'm this close to being promoted to B rank, so I hope I can handle this much. As for your snide little comment, you can mind your own damn business. I'm perfectly chill, thank you. You're just proving his point, you know? As for you, Contre, why don't you call us and let us know something was off? Everything worked out alright at the end this time, but that could have easily ended up worse than it did. I'm really sorry for worrying you. I thought I could handle it without any help since I had Theo with me. Cheese and crackers, well, as long as you're alright, that's all that matters. It's real worrying that monsters that big are showing up down there, though. That shouldn't be happening. Of course, ornament lights work to keep monsters away, and makes one of them acting up is the cause. Is something on your mind, Contre? Well, we saw them doing just that earlier, right? It's not the first time either. It's been happening every so often lately. They've gone out even when there was nothing wrong with the lights themselves, or they've done things they shouldn't be able to technically do. There have been times they've been malfunctioning one minute, then totally fine the next. So you went down there because it was bothering you? That's more or less in line with what we've been hearing back at the guild. I don't think we can rule out a connection with what we're here to investigate either. Yeah, I wish you told us that back when we were at Vernay's HQ. I'm sorry, I couldn't really mention it in front of the CEO. Thanks for this. This is all great to know, so the guild will keep it in mind too. If anything else happens, could you let us know right away? Can do. Thanks for coming all the way over here. I know you're here due to business with the Burning Company, but you should avoid any suspicious moves while you're at it. Got it, my lord. We'll be sure to follow your lead and be on our best behavior. You can start with accent and snark. Here we go again. We'll see you later, everyone. Did you have to pick a fight with them when they just helped us out? It's fine. We're both off keeping the guild at arm's length while we're here. Well, let me just say again that I really do appreciate you coming to my rescue. But was there something you needed from me when you called me earlier? Oh yeah, almost forgot. There was something we wanted to discuss with you, actually. So you want to go inside the Institute of Science, do you? You're right that only IS has the authority to do that. And I wish I could help all of you get through with her, but I can't upgrade your card. You need to speak to this guy right here. Let me see your card. You see, C-rank identification. Oh, the rank on it changed. You're C-rank just like me now, which means you can go inside the Institute. We really owe you one. You sure it's okay to do stuff like this without running by that CEO first, though? Basel is run by 3 groups: the Burning Company, the Institute of Science, and the Artisans Guild. I'm the head of the 3rd one, so I don't need anyone's approval but my own for stuff like this. Besides, to say the professor's favorite youngin', I wouldn't be fit to call myself an artisan of Basel if I didn't find some way to thank you. Supervisor. Can't argue with that. Thanks a lot. Just out of curiosity, is C as far as you can upgrade our card? You got guts on your own, kid. You call yourself a Spriggan, right? Can't say I pegged you as a squeaky clean type, but I got a feeling you can do some good work when the guild can. I can bump your card's rank up to B if I feel like you earned it, so keep up the good work. I thought he'd be more of a stubborn old mule, but he's more lax than I give him credit for. I think it's more that he trusts us a little. Well, his trust in you makes me feel better about helping you too. That card is all you need to get into the Institute, but how about I show you the way there? Think of it as my way of saying thank you for saving me. Are you leaving, Contre? I am, but you're coming with. Thanks for the help earlier, Zeros. Could you take care of things here while I'm gone? So their names are Theo and Zeros. They're amazing. Yeah, they're like loyal animal friends straight out of a fairy tale. The black one looks rad, in my opinion. I'm glad you can appreciate their brilliance. They are autonomous orbit drones based on hollow AIs, if I recall. I've heard about the technology involved to create them. I didn't expect to see both the floating support type and the ground-based offensive type while in the field, however. You're very well informed. My apologies for not introducing myself sooner. I am Rosette Twinings, and I'm a concierge for Modern Total Security Company. I'm currently supporting ArcLight Solutions in their endeavors. Well, that explains how you know so much. But hold on, didn't you say this request was from... I thought Marty's sponsors were covertly at odds with the Principality. So how did you end up establishing such a bizarre group like this? I ask myself the same thing every day, actually. Might as well resign yourself to your fate. It was clearly Arush's guidance that brought us together. That and Mr. Arkwright's personal Mantizian. How am I getting bundled with the goddess here? I guess I just have to let it go for now. Anyway, the Aerotron boarding platform is this way. You'll be able to use it now that your car has been upgraded.
Hey, Catra. Mind lending me a hand sometime today?
Sure, I'll drop by again later. Got it.
Ready and follow the instructions of the attendant.
Where would you like to go?
This tram is now.
Finally get to take the Aerotran.
Whoa, we're so high up!
This is kinda nice.
Look at that clear water.
It's the kind of thing you'd only find here. Professor Hamilton designed this, right?
Oh, I'm impressed you knew.
Is something wrong?
Not at all. It's just that while I've heard about everything here, seeing the whole world with your own eyes for the first time is without doubt an unparalleled experience.
I know what you mean. I feel the same way after diving into the world of a good book for the first time.
Why is everybody looking at them like that? 4:02 p.m. This is the heart of the problem. Institute of Science. Here we are, the Basel Institute of Science, the place where much of the Republic's most cutting-edge research gets done. It's situated in such a beautiful location, too. The views of the canyon from here are just stunning. Yeah, this area is supposed to be popular with tourists for exactly that reason, though. Even though they need a key card right now. This isn't that bad of a spot to sightsee, I guess, but there's no real place to live it up in town. Oh, speaking of tourism, what's that rounded building over there? I've been wondering this whole time. That's the Astronomy Observatory. That's the place where you look at the stars, right? That's right. That's the very powerful telescope there that lets you see far more of them than you could with the naked eye. There are many who believe that astronomy is the discipline from which all the others draw their roots, even if others disagree. It actually originated in the Central East, if you didn't know. Whoa, really? Pretty sure they were big on stargazing in that fallen empire to the east back in the day, too. This is turning out to be a very educational. Huh? So, where would you like to start? I'd be happy to show you around if you want. Nah, it's fine, and we're just gonna wander around for a while and see what we find. If you can tell us where the main facilities and research labs are, that'd be plenty. Well, if you're sure, they're marked on the Bodhi's map already, but here you go. Well then, I've got work of my own to take care of, so I'll get going for now. If anything comes up, you're always welcome to contact me on my Zephyr. Thanks. Aww, I was hoping he could stay with him longer. He knows so many cool things. I feel the same way, but it would be difficult. Yeah, he's just gonna get in the way when we start poking our noses around in dark places. I doubt we're gonna gain new Forest PGs here, but here's where we can learn more about this abusive professor, wherever they are. Let's get to work. Remember to act casual and not make it obvious what we're here for. Understood. Hey, Albus, any luck with that job I gave you? Wait, you're still not done? What were you taking care of, some kids? I mean, okay, I guess that's fair. Anyway, I got another job for you. Yeah? Yeah, I saw somebody looking suspicious out on the edge of town. Could you have a look around and see if you found anything? Thanks, give Regina my regards too. Regards too. I thought Athena might be here by now, but nope, and no sign of her. She's a shy one, is the thing. I was hoping it'd go smoothly since the higher-ups are all on board with it, but evidently not. I guess she's nervous, but really, there's nothing for her to worry about. She needs to just relax. Though she did say she was working on some other project too. Maybe she's really just busy.
This campus is just as big as I expected.
Let's take a look around. Gotta check out all the spots that kid mentioned.
Welcome to the Basel Institute of Science. Are you here to speak with researchers or students here? We're a bit busier than usual, pardon us. We have a number of students visiting at the moment, but if there's anything I can help you with, please do let me know. I think I found my way around myself. Oh, I remember seeing you at that Orbit Cafe in Edith. I live over here in Basel. I'd expect to see you here too. My family lives over in the capital, so I'm out there a lot both to visit them and to do my civil engineering research. I'll be cooped up here for a while though. I've got a bit of paper to finish up. She's a student here, hon. We should try talking to her. Can I ask you something?
Can we talk?
Oh my. A professor abusing their authority, you say? That's a bit of a stretch to me, not gonna lie. I can say for certain that Professor Cronkite and Professor Kane would never do that. It can't be them. Oh? What makes you so sure of that? Well, so Professor Cronkite's a man of few words, so he can come across as kind of scary. But he means well, really. I mean, he's one of the greatest minds of our time. He lives and breathes science. And then Professor Kane is just really friendly to everybody. He's always looking out for people. He's known the world over for his work in civil engineering and urban planning. The Basel Institute of Science certainly earns its reputation. Its faculties are all accomplished scientists and engineers in their own right. Yep, lots of famous people come to study and lecture here. Professor Callaghan's a real celebrity, too. He's a real whiz when it comes to mechanical engineering. He's the brain behind the military's new weapons. Last I heard, though, his big proposal got shot down in favor of someone else's. He didn't really take that very well, but he's bounced back from what I can tell. He's really putting his all into this new project. I'm really humbled to get to work with so many hardworking and talented people. Hardworking and talented people can still be assholes. Are they good people, is what we're asking. Could you have phrased that a little less aggressively? Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to us. You're a big help, Kai. It's such a shame that one is a fungi go unrecognized. I've been trying to secure funding for my research, but to no avail. I swear my lab is the only one of the entire Bickerton building that gets so routinely snubbed. What gives? Professor Esmeri, Professor Aurelier, they're just swimming in grants. But the limited potential of fungi goes untapped for another day. Woe is me. Okay, I believe I can't. Here we go.
Tasty.
Everybody's gotta eat, right?
Hey, I got some tacos. Hello there, and welcome to my kitchen. Everyone loves the food we serve here, or at least I thought they did, but we have had one poorly looking diner recently. He works in a special research building and has been eating a lot less lately. He looks terrible. He and his assistants always used to have these voracious appetites too. What happened to them?
What'll it be for today?
Give me that hearty doria.
Thanks a bunch.
No, thank you. I work as an assistant professor at Atreit's lab over there. I've noticed some trouble things coming out of the other labs though. This one woman, she looks so absolutely drained every day. I wish there was something I could do to help her, but I really shouldn't go butting into other labs' business. I just hope she has someone she can talk to, be it a coworker, professor, or someone else. That's a bit fishy there. Might have to ask him about that. Tell me more.
Let me ask you something.
Workplace harassment? Goodness. I've heard these bits and pieces, but I'm a bit nervous to talk about it. We won't tell anyone, don't worry. Anything helps. I've heard loud shouting from one of the other labs. Yes, it stunned me out of the work I was doing. I heard stuff like, "You idiots, can't you do anything right?" And "You're a disgrace to the Institute. Get out." He's just lashing out at everything and everyone I know. It's really disturbing. Which professor was the one doing that? I just can't say it. Sorry, if they find out it was me, I'll have hell to pay. It's really gnawing at me. The abuse is only getting worse and worse from what I'm told. I've heard the work's fatigue, depression, exhaustion, even a couple of researchers fainting on the job. That whole department looks visibly shaken these days. The stress is just too much for them. I worry they'll all end up like Cindy. Cindy, what happened to her? She's at her breaking point, from what I hear. But how to see her off the Institute anymore? We've all been trying to support her however we can, but it's rough, it really is. Damn, yeah, that's not good. Who's the professor helping her, out of curiosity? That would be Professor Esmeri. She's in the bioengineering department. She's known the world over for her cutting-edge research, a real upstanding woman. She's always up to her neck in her own work, though. She probably doesn't know the extent of the abuse at the other labs. Yeah, thanks for filling us in. It still helps us out a lot. Oh, hello everyone. I don't think I ran into you all here. We just finished touring the Epstein Foundation and ZCF branches here, so now we're taking a brief tour of the Institute. There's really not much we can do though, since we can't attend any of the lectures here. Being honest, it's rather boring. Boring for you maybe. You sound like you already know about a lot of stuff here already. We're not as encyclopedic as you know. All this Epstein and ZCF stuff is brand new to me. She's just full of secrets, isn't she? But hey, we got to see and learn some really cool stuff because of it. Fran says she might have something extra special for us after we're done here too. Might is the key word. Mine, I can't make any promises. What does she mean by that? Beats me. I'm not too worried about her. Let her do her thing and us do ours. Professor Crank writes these are like the windows to the future. It's crazy just how smart his theses are. His foresight really helps him get ahead of the curve and develop new technologies before people even realize they need them. I doubt I'd be half the scholar he is, but I really want to learn what I can from him all the same. Dad's factory is a relic of the past. It has nothing to do with me, and I have no reason to cling to it. Oh, there's an upstairs, guys. Professor Callaghan's kind of freaking me out nowadays. Although professors say he's really a nice guy, though. They talked about how he used to help mentor younger researchers at the Institute. Are they really talking about the same guy, though? All I get from him are evil glares, like he's fed up with me already.
Alrighty.
Coming the wrong way. If you need anything from me, I'll just be reading here. We do have plenty of papers here, though. I don't know enough about them to make any recommendations, though. Do handle them with care, though. They're very important papers. Sounds like plenty of students and faculty come his way. That tracks. Maybe he's overheard a word or two about the allegations.
Let me ask you something.
Tell me something real fast? Huh? Power-driven professor, you say? Well, if I were anybody, I'd put my money on Cronkite. He's awfully quick to dismiss people, haughty in a word. Kind and helpful aren't exactly synonymous with him, at least from what I've seen and heard. I see. Have you heard anything about any of the other professors that might relate to these allegations? Let me think now. Well, I can't see Professor Aurelia doing anything like that. She's a bundle of sunshine, not a mean bone in her body. Sometimes I even see her in here picking up research materials for her students. Then there's Professor Callaghan. He always made a point of helping out his assistants. He's certainly not a bad person in my view, but he's gotten a bit of a bad rap after his work went south. Thank you for sharing your experience with us. We greatly appreciate it. Alright, I think we calmed this area over pretty well now. Let's go sit down somewhere and try and piece things together. I recommend that open space at the front of the Institute grounds. I saw some benches there that we could use. Sounds like a plan to me. Gotta figure out how to get out of here, guys. I'm stuck. Alright, we about ready to sit down and get cracking? Let's do it then. Well, that was pretty good. We got our hands on some nice info there. We learned a lot of professors' names too. There's Professor Callaghan, the Engineering Science Authority, Professor Aurelia in the Chemistry Department, Professor Cronkite, a very respected expert in physics and orbital engineering, and Professor Twain, an architectural researcher. And then one Professor Esmeri over in Bio. They all sounded really capable, but of course, the strat sheets don't tell the whole story. They all sound like oddballs in their own right. I think we can pretty simply narrow the perp down to one of those five. I agree, we have pretty strong evidence to suggest that. Alright, let's take our evidence from the top then. And all the people we talked to, all the testimonies, they all have this one thing in common. Ah, I see what you mean, Mr. Arkrod. Yeah, they didn't want to name the abuser, right? Not a single one named the culprit. Some of those guys knew who it was, but it kept sounding like they were too scared to name him. Would have made our job a hell of a lot easier if they just named the guy, but nope. Yeah, now that you mention it, that is kind of weird, and I can understand that wanting to be labeled a snitch, but it felt like there was more to it than that. They were afraid of the culprit, but you could tell they respected them too. They didn't want to sully the professor's good name. And some people said the guy wasn't always like that. Something changed them. Probably the conflict over that proposal we heard about. Something about hard feelings. That one guy said they had a crunch after the proposal fell through. Telltale sign of abuse to me. That does seem likely, though we can't say for certain what changed the professor's behavior. There would be a reasonable explanation. That said, no circumstance justifies such an abuse of power and status. This professor is truly incomparable. So that's who you think the culprit is. Yeah, you asked me, there's only one professor who fits the bill. I've been saying it, Professor Callaghan, the entire time. Professor Callaghan's our guy. He's one of the foremost authorities on engineering science, perhaps the smartest man in the whole field. I've seen him in the papers plenty of times before. He's always described as a savant. Notably, he helped modernize military weapons and equipment. But he's got revenge on the mind, it sounds like. Some other professor one-upped him, and that's got him pissed. I get it sucks, but you think a world-renowned scientist would be less childish about it? You know a thing or two about acting like a child, wouldn't you? I don't know, you usually call me a grandpa, which is it, bud? Is now the time? So, what do we do now? We have all the recordings of the people we talked to. That all points to Professor Callaghan being the suspect. So what's our next move? Do we hunt down our clients next and give them the tapes? Nah, I think we get Professor Callaghan's opinion on without accusing him directly. We nudge him in the right direction and he might just turn himself in. What do you mean? Simple. We tell him about these abuse rumors going around and we talk about all these exhausted students and he connects the dots on his own. Failing that, well, we already know it's him. He's bound to figure it out. His reputation's on the line. The more he hears about this, if he's smart, he'll fess up. So that's what we do. We give him a subtle little nudge, and he does all the work as I wanted for us. 2 birds and 1 stone right there. That sounds really scheming. I'm not so sure we're the good guys all of a sudden. Well, it is a consistently Spriggan-like way of solving our problem. Fine by me. Into the power tripping lab then. Actually, where is it? I don't remember seeing it while we were taking our tour. I expect it's in the special research building. We need some form of clearance to enter, of course. We passed by a door with a guard in front earlier, and they won't let any ordinary civilian inside. I expect we need an A-rank card at the very least. It was hard enough for us to get a C-rank card. I think getting an A-rank one is off the table. What should we do then? Maybe wait for him to leave the building and ambush him? Nah, old Van's the man with the plan here, guys. All that matters is that we get inside the building. Doesn't matter how we do it. And being a Spriggan, I got a few tricks up my sleeve. Van, you're kind of scaring me with that smile there. We defer to you. What's your strategy, Master Spriggan? So first, we just roll on up to the building like anybody else would, right? Once we get there, we convince the guard to let us in. Just act naturally and we're golden. Is that really the plan, though? It's not a plan, then. Excuse me, is this where we can find Professor Callaghan? We're here to speak with him. Right, yes. May I see your card, sir? Of course. Van, hand over your certification card. C rank. I'm sorry, but I can't let you in without the proper security clearance. If you don't mind me asking, what business do you have with him to begin with? Glad you asked. We're here on behalf of the Principality of Islam. We figured there was an appointment for us, but we just now found out they didn't set anything up. Sorry for the inconvenience. We wanted to inquire about Professor Callaghan's new research. It's caught our investors' interest. His findings have seismic implications. Even the Zephyr Revolution would be small potatoes compared to this. So we went in a meeting with him and collaborating on his research, only to learn that Mardik was interested in the same thing. So now we got ourselves a 3-way partnership here. I am here on the Mardik Company's behalf. I'm a concierge of their employee. So, you're meeting with him to discuss a grant, is that right? I'm a bit surprised to hear both Islam and Mardik are collaborating on this, but, well, strange things have happened, I guess. I apologize for the inconvenience. That said, who are these children with you? Sure, they're not employees. Pardon? I'm not a kid, I'm just short. But they're associates of Islam's VIP, pardon them. They're here on Islam's behalf as well, so they were looking to sit in on our meeting. This is a little awkward though. We came all the way from Islam just to get turned away out the door on a technicality. I'm not sure what to tell them when we get back home. I really am sorry, sir. There's clearly been some kind of mix-up here. Your arrangement might have been lost in the shuffle with all the airman students visiting. You must have been issued the same rank card as them by mistake. I'll go clear us up with Professor Callaghan. 1 minute, please. Of course. We'll be waiting. You sure you're okay with him calling your bluff? Of course. Who's he to turn down grant money? That ain't what we really here at for. But he just has to take the bait. Thank you for your patience. The professor would like to meet with you at once. Go right in. Thank you very much. That actually worked. I can't believe you managed to deceive your way past someone again. Hey, nothing I said was a lie. Not my fault if someone else takes what I said the wrong way. Bet you tell yourself that every single time, huh? Yeah, you must be a real pro at this. I mean, it's not something to be proud of. As your sudden embarrassment suggests, I wish you would at least stop to think about the bad influence you might be having on Fairy.
So you're trying to blame all of this on me, are you?
Not at all. I'm in no way trying to suggest your latest research is the cause. If anything, the approach you're taking with your latest project rather fascinates me.
Does it now?
That being said, work on my own project has reached a critical juncture. I cannot afford any issues with net traffic at this time.
That certainly sounds like blame to me, Cronkite. You may be one of Professor Hamilton's students, but that doesn't give you the right to...
So sorry for the delay. Oh. Who the devil are you? This is a restricted area, you know. Not to worry, we have permission to be here. Could either of you direct us to Professor David Callaghan's office? Ah, so you're the ones I just heard about. We're finished here, Crack Knight. Now, if you would all follow me. Yang, Professor Crack Knight Callaghan? Huh? Funny running to you guys here. Whoops. We could say the same thing. Mr. Arkwright, do you have business here? Quatre, what are you doing here, Salison? And who are these people with you? They are students here on an educational visitation from the capital. I've been assisting them during their stay. Professor Cronkite was gracious enough to extend us an invitation to visit him when we happen to see each other in town. So we asked Mr. Salison if he could lead the way. I do not believe I invited anyone but you, nor did I imply we should meet quite this soon. But I suppose tasting your way here would be more work than just humoring you. Very well, follow me. Really? It would be nothing short of incredible to see your work up close, Professor Cronkite. Huh. Well, we'll get out of your hair now. We apologize for the interruption. I can see that you're very busy, but it would be a pleasure to speak more on another occasion, Professor Callaghan. Oh, I suppose that can be arranged? It must be nice to have enough free time to spend on such frivolous nonsense as educational visitations. Well, come with me. I want to make this brief. Of course, Professor.
Wait. I'd like to listen in on this conversation too, if you don't mind. As their guide, I suspect it has everything to do with me.
Take a 10-minute break. Do not return late.
Yes, Professor. Excuse us. Get off me, guys. Professor David Callaghan.
As you know, my name is David Callahan. I believe you're here to talk about Elsyme and Marduk investing in my research. That makes for a very interesting combination, if you don't mind me saying. What exactly led to this?
Is that what you were told? There seems to have been a misunderstanding then, man. We are currently working for Elsyme, and we do have a Marduk employee with us, but that's all. What? We're currently in the middle of an investigation, you see, and a lead happened to bring us straight to you. Want to follow up on a rumor that some extreme abuse of power has been taking place in the laboratory here. Yeah, that's the face of the guy who's got something to tell. Who asked you to investigate this? Couldn't tell you, didn't leave their name, but they did tell us all about what's been happening. We've heard all about the ridiculous workloads and insane hours they have and colleagues have been forced to endure. About how they're never allowed any rest, or woefully underpaid, and now they receive vicious, constant verbal abuse from their superior. Even to the point that someone collapsed from overwork and has been driven to the brink of suicide. That's just... We have all the testimony and evidence we need to act if that's what it comes to. But we thought it better to come and hear your thoughts first. Excuse me? It's not too late to turn things around. So many people we spoke to were quick to say that you weren't always like this. They mentioned how they almost had trouble believing just what you become. We can see how afraid people are of you now and how they dislike what you become. But at the same time, we can see how deeply they respect you too. We're not heroes of justice like the cops or the guild. We're just about finding common ground and putting things to right. As long as you're willing to work with us, we can... That is enough! Don't talk to me about respect and then immediately resort to blackmail. I cannot believe one of my assistants will try to set me up like this. Unfucking believable. I give them a golden chance to help me obtain glory beyond their imagination, and this is how they choose to repay me? How can you say that? You know we've got evidence of what you're doing, right? Sure you want to pick this fight? Do what you will with your evidence. All I have to do is cover it up. No one's going to believe some lowly assistant over us esteemed professor. Professor? I am two more steps away from completing my research, and they pick now to fucking sabotage my efforts? Very well. Then damn the human costs. I'll start working them to the bone and make up for their...
Just listen to yourself, Professor. What has gotten into you? You used to be so kind and supportive. Professor Hamilton held you in such high regard. Even though I was one of her students, you would still take the time to look after me. I just can't understand why all you do lately is spit in the face of her achievements.
Quatre, I expected as much.
Sorry, that's a private matter between us. But please, at least stop and think about how you're treating the people who work under you. They took their positions because they dreamed of being like you. Don't belittle them or their work.
Salesian. Don't tell me what I can and can't do, you third-rate apprentice!
Quatre, where do you think you're going? Listen, asshole.
You're talking to the famous David Callahan, the preeminent scholar of engineering science and military technology, who has long upheld the very foundation of this nation's national defense. I've had enough of youngsters like Cronkite and Esmeralda acting like they're above me after all I've achieved. My latest research will propel Calvert to even greater heights, change the power balance of the entire continent. Why can no one understand just how much of a privilege it is to help with that?
Professor!
Well, you're free to have whatever lofty goals you want, but I think we've had our 10 minutes, don't you? Oh. We came here to explain the situation and offer a solution we thought would benefit everyone. You're welcome to try and cover up all the evidence and testimonies we gathered, but I promise you, it ain't gonna be easy. If you're as close to this revolution as you claim to be, then I'd give it another thinking through if I were you. Ha! I am done wasting time with you simpletons. I would be raising the issue of your illegal trespassing and appalling brazenness with Mr. Tolson. I admit that I may have been a little too harsh, but as long as you intend to claim to Professor Hamilton instead of aiming for something more, I have no interest in you. Unless you now see the benefits of developing your talents under me after all, I would wager that would be a far better use of your time than waiting like a little girl for an old woman who's long gone. Excuse me? Quatre? Pardon us.
Like a little girl.
There you are.
Found ya.
So this is what it looks like inside, huh?
It's so cool seeing the observatory. Is that the telescope?
Look at the little telescope, Harry!
That's right. Professor Hamilton had it specially made.
Sorry you had to witness that earlier, but I'm impressed you knew where to find me. Just had a feeling. We're happy to forget what we saw as long as you forget about us forcing our way into the research building. Then behave. You can go ahead and have a seat over there, and I'll go make us some tea. Appreciate it, Quatre. So there aren't actually any astronomy professors here? Not at the moment. I'm the only one who comes here every day right now. But there was a time when quite a few researchers and students who all adored Professor Hamilton would come. Even Professor Callaghan would come from time to time. Oh. He never used to be like he is now. He's always seen Professor Hamilton as a rival, sure, but it used to be the friendly kind of rivalry that was beneficial to both sides. He taught me so much, too. He really must have changed then. Yeah, from what that to the uptight, abrasive asshole we saw earlier, some kind of fall. Professor Hamilton left the Republic 2 years ago, if I recall. And you're one of her students? That's right. Owe more to her than I can ever hope to repay. I've been looking after the observatory in her house since she left the country. I knew you was in charge of the house! Though I think it's debatable whether I'm doing a good job of it. The CEO of Verne, Mr. Tolson, is also one of the directors of the Institute's board. And he told me that he's considering shutting this place down because so few people are using it. Oh no. So that's why you've been doing all kinds of miscellaneous tasks to score points with him. That's awful. I really am sorry about earlier though. I ended up interfering in your investigation by jumping in, didn't I? If I hadn't said anything, don't sweat it, we ended up getting some useful info out of that whole outburst. My guess is you noticed this by now too, but his piss poor attitude is the only bad thing going on with him. You really think so? I have the same feeling. It would explain why someone so respected as him stooped to such irrational behavior. Feels like the question is, what is he trying to do that he's willing to go so far to deep end for it? The computer hardware in his laboratory was state-of-the-art. I suspect he's using it to perform vast calculations, the kind that would be equally difficult to properly manage. I agree. I've never seen a simulation of this extent before, and it seemed even that was getting the results he wanted. He couldn't be. No, but that would. I see now. Well, we better keep an eye on that guy for a while. We ain't in Basel for that long, but we're going to be here for the next couple of days at least. Feels like we can afford to scratch each other's backs a bit, yeah? Whether that CEO wants us to or not. Alright, I do have my doubts about you, but I believe that Agnes is worthy of my trust. So if anything comes up, I'll be sure to let you know, to keep that the professor left behind safe, if nothing else. That comes from not being honest with yourself, you know. We'll be counting on you, Quatre. Sure seems like he's being honest with himself to me, not trusting you is the right call. Oh, you're very much in the same boat with how boorish you are. Excuse me? You trying to pick a fight, kiddo? That's only proving my point, you know. Are you interested in the telescope? I was just wondering what it's like, that's all. It's only just past 5 o'clock, so we won't be getting a great view of the stars quite yet. But come with me, you still might be able to get a good view of the Great Shredder Triangle. Really? Yeah! Aww. Of course the 2 kids of the group would hit it off. You're also still a damn kid from my perspective. By the way, Agnes, was it just me or did you seem surprised by something when that professor was shouting up a storm? It wasn't just you. I cannot believe one of my assistants trying to set me up like this. Unbelievable. I give them a good chance to help me obtain glory beyond their imagination, and this is how they choose to repay me? So it picked in all the times to shine. It's not doing it now, though. Do you think it could just be a coincidence? You gotta wonder. Not like it'd be the first time it's shown at an odd time, like when we first ran into Grimcat.
Whoa! What's this room for?
Odette? What brings you all here?
Found you! We've been looking for all of you.
We couldn't find you anywhere in the main building, so we wondered if you might be here.
Sorry for putting you guys out.
Well, not all of us are here for you. So this is their giant telescope. I've seen one in the Imperial Museum too, but it's so cool.
Oh, can we take a look through it?
It's nice seeing this place this lively again. It's been so long.
It's 10 p.m. Time for us to head back. Appreciate it, Katre. Well, we'll be going back to our hotel now. Sure thing. I'm trying to stay up too late just because no one's keeping an eye on you. That telescope was amazing, though, wasn't it? I wish we could have had another look through it before we left. How about you come and walk around with us on the last day, Fairy? Love to have you. Really? Your work sounds amazing, so I like that a lot. I'll just leave playtime to the kids then. I'm more in the market for a place catered to adults. Hell, you want to join on the fun for us? I would never want to go to such a place. That sounds like it'd be kind of fun in its own way. It was nice to finally meet the famous Rosette, too. Maybe we could talk some more another time. Oh, yes, I would like that very much indeed. Yay, then it's happening. Did you notice? Yeah, you managed to learn anything on your end? I'm afraid not. We heard something interesting from that genius professor, but that's about it. I'm not going to have much free time here, however, so I'm going to have to leave it to that nose of yours this time. Dumping all the work on me, huh? Great. Ah, here's the tram. Then we bid you all farewell. I should be able to meet you tomorrow morning at around 8 o'clock. I know it's a little early for good nights, but I hope you all have one regardless. Same to you, Agnes. See you tomorrow. Sleep tight. So what's eating away at you, phony maid?
Huh?
Is something up? Can't hide a thing from him.
I should have realized I wouldn't be able to keep my concerns a secret. To tell you the truth, I'm getting a peculiar sense of déjà vu from what's happening here in Basel.
Déjà vu? Your main job is being a concierge, but you also handle crisis management all over the country, right? So which is this orbital net distribution network issue make you think of more? Liberal 6 years ago, or Crossbell 4 years ago?
You're proving perceptive and knowledgeable beyond belief.
I'm sure I've heard both those things before, but... yeah, I think Child's mentioned them at some point too. The former was when all overpower was shut off by the appearance of an ancient floating city. The latter was when the orbital network was used to perform a man-made miracle. I never witnessed them firsthand, so there's a lot of gaps in what I know. But both were caused by things you wouldn't think could coexist. Man, I think you made both events up if I didn't know better. I know what happened a year and a half ago in Crossbell, and that's just as batshit crazy on paper. Oh, well, the whole continent was hacked, or whatever the word is.
I'm afraid I can't answer most of your questions because they would contain classified information. However, I believe this may end with a crisis different from the ones that Mr. Arkwright mentioned.
Huh? Well, Miss Perfect Genius started glowing again. There's bound to be something. No way this ends like giving us a headache. Yeah, we're going to be ready for trouble. You gotta head out somewhere now, right? I'll come with you if you want.
Again, you are perceptive beyond belief.
We might have only met in person recently, but I've known you for a real long time now. Whenever you stumble on a major problem brewing, you've gotta report it to HQ,
Correct.
right?
What is happening here certainly falls under Code E of our regulations. But I see no harm in having someone with me during my report. We could also patrol the area at the same time. Does that sound all right?
Sounds good to me. More than all right. Let's get going. Wait! It's not just you two here, you know. Don't even think of leaving us out. I don't mind taking one of you, but the other's gonna have to stay behind. Someone need to be available if Agnes or that boy we met decide to call. Right, that makes sense. Fine, but come on, who are you taking? Sorry, Aaron, but you're on duty. So, where do you have to go to give your report? Your company's headquarters isn't even in Calvert, is it? There is a bit of a process involved for security reasons. For starters, we need to leave the city toward the canyon. This needs to take priority over any other work you would like to do, however. I see now. Got it. We'll head over once we've walked around a little then. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Fang Plays Trails through Daybreak. I will see you guys in the next episode. Y'all take it easy.